Right. Hello and welcome, FPL managers, and welcome to Ghono Football Fantasy. And of course, we are back for the Futalochana, and look who's back. Not me, of course. I'm not talking about myself here. I was back last week. Okay. I was back last week. Parvez was here as well, but somebody wasn't. Somebody just just showed how important he is, and how glamorous his team is, and just didn't want to share, and he was not comfortable sharing his team. So yeah, welcome Ashfaq. We were talking about a stranger, but anyway, you are here, so welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not talking about me. You're talking about somebody else altogether. So glad to be back. Glad to be back on you guys.
Yeah, totally. I mean, why would we talk about you? I mean, if we have to talk about you, we'll mention your name. That's right. I mean, absolutely. I mean, just there's just no need to talk about you. I mean, you are important. So if we have to talk, I mean, we'll talk about you in front of you, right? We can't be bitching around behind your back, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. All right. How's things, Ashfaq?
Yeah, same old slow start to the season, but it's like I've always mentioned, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So not at all bothered at all. নানি ভাই আপনি মানে লাইটটা কি লাগাইছেন আমরা রেকমেন্ড করুন তো আপনার অতিরিক্ত ফর্সা লাগতেছে কি বাতি লাগাইছেন একটু জানায় আর কি
ফিলিপস মানিক ফিলিপসের বাতি ঠিক আছে ফিলিপসের বাতি লাগাইছে ফিলিপস আলো যেমন থেকেও তেমন মাছের রাজা ইলিশের বাতির রাজা ফিলিপস ঠিক আছে anyway Parvez, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, thank you Nadim, thank you Ashkab, welcome to the show again. So
Anyway, how was your game weeks, guys? Somebody went without Salah and Haaland, so I was just asking. Ashfaq.
Right.
How was the game week?
আমার গেম আসলে সেরকম খুব একটা ভালো হয় নাই, বাট এত গেম উইক 147 পয়েন্ট মেবি 47 পয়েন্ট পাইছি, টানে 27 হচ্ছে, বাট আই এম হ্যাপি। টিমের মধ্যে আসলে তেমন কোনো সার্জারির প্রয়োজন নেই, এটাই গুড নিউজ। বাকিটা দেখা যাবে, স্টিল 37 গেমস টু গো, সো দ্যাটস ইট।
Okay, Ashfaq, how was your game week?
I got 54. Not too bothered. I had high hopes for Watkins, which turned out to be a flop. So there's that. But it's still early days. I'm not looking to make any panic transfers whatsoever. Team list still looks good for game week 2. So there's that. I also scored more than you, so that's a win for me as well.
Good. So more or less, it was a good game week, right? I mean, you guys are not worried about it, not fussed about it too much, which I can see, which is great. I mean, I don't play fantasy, so it's okay. You don't need to know what my team did, right? So I don't play fantasy, so I'm okay.
But in a mini league, someone called Nadim Forward, not you, but someone called Nadim Forward scored 49. So just so you know.
Okay.
Just a general information.
Okay. And is that 49 good or bad? I have no idea. Would you be able to explain it in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah, I scored more than that, so that's what matters.
Okay. And how much did you score, by the way? 54.
54.
Okay, so that's 5 points, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's basically just one goal ahead. I mean, one assist away.
But you wouldn't know because you don't play fantasy, right?
No, I was just reading just now. Just now I was just reading, like, what does 5 points mean? Basically, it means you score a goal, right? Isn't it?
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, I'm sure that guy is going to do well. Don't worry. But anyway, audience, welcome. And Ashfaq is back. And of course, we have started our same old...
Just want to say one more thing is that, Parvez Bhai says a lot about being a Liverpool fan, but in his closet, he's actually deep down inside, he's an United fan. So you can, move the camera a bit. You can see the United jersey there. It's the Solskjaer, the Pogba era jersey, the third kit. So although probably takes a lot of noise of being a Liverpool fan and Real Madrid fan, but behind closed doors he's actually a United fan. So there's that.
And also Arsenal.
And also Madrid, and also Barcelona.
Yeah, so Fly
Real
Emirates,
Madrid.
Fly Emirates has jersey for a lot of teams. So we don't know if it's Arsenal or not, but Chevrolet is definitely United.
Okay. Right. Thanks, Ashfaq. Well, audience, thank you so much for joining. And of course, this is your football channel for FPL Ghono show for Game Week 2. And we are glad that we are back again. And of course, if you haven't followed, like, or subscribed to our channel, please do so. Otherwise, you're missing out because we've been producing content over the last 5 years. And yeah, and it's been very rare that, we have missed out on any of the game weeks. So if you're looking for something that is kind of at your mobile step, I would rather call it rather than saying at your doorstep. And yeah, you're looking for information that is kind of evidence-based, then Ghono is the place to go because we are partner of Fantasy Football Scout, and of course we are part of the Fantasy Football Scout network. So if you are interested in the Fantasy Football Scout membership, then click in the link in the description below. And of course, you would get a 40% discount currently, which is available. And yeah, if you need assistance, do let us know and we'll be happy to support you. And that is why, because of the fantasy football partnership that we have with Scout, we are able to give you all the data and the analysis, and which is kind of evidence-based. So it's not just hearsay and, I feel that this guy is good and I like his play. It's not that. It's the numbers that is actually talking rather than the what the eye test says. So Futalochana is basically a show whereby we combine the data as well as the eye test, and then we kind of bring it. So yeah, if you're missing out on this show, you are basically missing out on a lot of things. So thank you so much for joining. Right, let's move on to the real content, and of course, this is what we are going to discuss today. There's quite a lot to discuss, but we'll try and cover up as quickly as possible because there's a lot of content, but there's also a lot of questions that comes in. Audience, if you're planning to send your rate my team kind of teams and big questions, then I would suggest that you send your questions now, because any question that comes in after the time that you see in the ticker below, which is 12:05, so basically you have 6 minutes left. Within the next 6 minutes, if you are wanting to send your big questions and want us to answer it, then please send your questions by 12:05. Any big questions after that gets registered after 12:05 in our system will not be answered in a long way. If it is a long question, we will avoid. If it is a short question, we will answer anything after that. But if it's a long question or a short question before 12:05, we'll be happy to analyze and take our time and try to answer you. So if you are interested in getting to rate your team and whether my team and whom to bench and whom I should play, who is better, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, pick 7, send it now. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. The podcast pick. The Pick 3 League, Game Week 1 winner. Now, I don't know, most of you have already known, but if you haven't, we have the league here. And what we are doing is, sorry, hold on a second. What just happened in my mobile? Yeah, we're back. Sorry. Yes. So if you are looking for the podcast pick 3, we will be announcing, and a lot of people have actually commented and asking about our private league and classic league and stuff like that. We are not having that, as I mentioned last week. If you are interested in joining and winning regular money on a weekly basis, then this is the league that we'll have. We will share the link for today's Game Week 2 as well, but also we will be announcing the Game Week 3 winner just now. Right, let's move on to the winner and let's see what it comes out. So this is how it is. A lot of you have actually sent it. So we have just picked the best 14 of them. The others, there were about, I think, how many entries? About 74 entries, right, Paris?
Right, 74.
Right. So very overwhelmed with the response. So thank you so much for sending all your entries here. We really appreciate it very much. Out of the 74, these top 14 are kind of already in the chart. The rest of them scored points but didn't really make it up. But here, out of the 14, you can see 2 on top are red. Now, those are the 2 winners, Mohammad Sifat and Shamim Ahmed. Both have scored actually 28 points, as you can see clearly. I'll just make it a bit bigger. Just a second. Let me just make this a bit bigger so that you can see it. Right. So Mohammad Sifat and of course Shamim Ahmed, both of you have scored 28 points. But we are not going to give you the amount. We are going to do a toss. We are going to do a toss, and we are going to decide here, right in front, live, as to who is really the winner. Because only one person gets the money, not 2%, not 3%, not 4%. Yeah. So we are going to just do the toss right now, and we are going to pick the winner as to who it is. But the competition is between Shamim Ahmed and Mohammad Sifat. Both of them have scored 28 points. Sifat has mentioned João Pedro, Haaland, and Wood as the 3 players, whereas Shamim actually went for Haaland, Gakpo, and Salah. Yeah. And Adnan Swajib just missed out by a little bit because Pedro Porro, if he had scored 7 points, Adnan Swajib would have also been, Mehdi Hassan Noyan would have also been, and Jayanto Devnath would have also been in the competition had they just scored 1 more point to be part of this coin toss. Right. So let's just make this shorter, and then we can do the coin toss. So Ashfaq is going to do the honor for us. So Ashfaq, over to you.
Yeah, let me try and share my screen so that everyone can see. Just a quick second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna assign heads or tails to someone. So
I'll do that. I'll call who's heads and who's tail. Yeah.
Right. So who are we assigning heads, or who are we assigning tails to?
So here it is. Because the name Mohammad Sifat actually came first, so I would give him the head, and Shamim Ahmed would get the tails. Yeah. So Sifat is head and Shamim is tail.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip the coin. Yeah, you guys can see my screen, right?
No, we can't see the screen.
Just a second.
Wait. Sure.
Just a minute.
Yeah, these technical things. Sorry, audience, just hold on with us for a little while, because these are the things that we are doing. So I think we have to invite you, right? We have to invite you.
I'm not invited.
No. We have to invite you to share screen, I think.
No, I'm already
okay.
sharing.
Okay, just wait. I can see it on stage, but before presenting a screen, remove other media. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Okay, you can see my screen now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So head is basically Sifat, and tail is Shamim. So let's see who wins. Come on.
Okay,
Let's flip it.
And it's tail.
Tail it is. All right. So it's more Shamim Ahmed. Congratulations, brother, for winning our first week of Pick 3 League. So well done. Congratulations, Shamim. We'll reach out to you. Parvez will reach out to you. And of course, you will get your cash within next week. Yeah. You'll get your cash within next week.
International break, inshallah, provide.
Okay. Okay. So by international break, which is when, Parvez?
এই মাসের শেষের দিকে আমরা একবারে 1 2 3
international break is on September, I believe.
September.
Yeah, so Parvez, what Parvez is trying to suggest is like Gimmick 1 winner, Gimmick 2 winner, and Gimmick 3 winner gets the prize money at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So audience, Shamim Ahmed, congratulations again, brother. You will get your money during the international break, which is coming up in September after Gimmick 3, because by then we'll also have the Gimmick 2 winner and Gimmick 3 winner. And yeah, we'll send you the money by then. Right, audience, if you're looking forward to the Gimmick 2, this is how we are going to play it. I will be sending the questions soon, so let's move on to the next topic. So just hold on with us a little bit longer, and we'll be sharing the link in the chat and of course in the comments section below. So yeah, you'll be getting there. Right. Okay, Parvez, let's go. Let's get into the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we start with DEFCON chart. And I think the first one is we are talking about the defensive contribution of defenders. Yeah. So over to you, Parvez, with this one.
Yeah, thank you, Nadim. আমরা জাস্ট স্ক্রিনের মধ্যে দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে DEFCON চার্ট আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যেখানে আসলে অনেকগুলা কি ইনফরমেশন দেওয়া আছে, লাইক DEFCON defensive contribution for 90, defensive contribution point এবং defensive contribution points per 90 এবং defensive contribution success per স্টার্ট। প্রত্যেকটা স্টার্ট আরো যত সামনে দিকে যাবে তত ভালো হবে। বাট প্রথম আমরা সাইন করছি যে জিনিসটা হবে সেখানে হলো ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশনের উপর বেস করে আমরা টপ যে 10 যদি ধরা যায় তাহলে টপ 10 এর মধ্যে আছে। তো ফার্স্ট অফ অল যে মনস্টার পার্সন হলো ভার্জিল ভ্যান ডাইক, যে আসলে এই গেমকে 21 ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশন পয়েন্ট না ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশন ইয়াটা আসছে, টোটালটা আসছে। ল্যাক্রোস খুবই ভালো, 5 মিলিয়নের একজন ডিফেন্স, যার ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশনটা খুব ভালো ছিল, 16 সে পাইছে। এন্ড দেন তারপরে কয়েকজন 15 করে পাইছে, লাইক সেনেসি। এন্ড দেন বেলার্ড 4.6 মিলিয়নের বর্তমান প্রাইস, 4.5 মিলিয়নের অনেক প্লেয়ার এই জায়গাটাতে আছে, যেখানে বেলার্ড, ইভেন ক্যাশ, তারপর ইউরো একটা ইন্টারেস্টিং শাউট, যেটা 4.5 মিলিয়ন যা DEFCON পয়েন্ট এই গেমকে দিছে। সো ওভারঅল একটা জিনিস দেখা যাচ্ছে যে এখানে আসলে মনস্টার যার 6 মিলিয়নের প্লেয়ার কিন্তু অনলি যদি দেখা যায় অনলি দুইজন, যেটা সালিবা এন্ড ভার্জিল। বাকি কিন্তু যে প্লেয়ার গুলো আছে লাইক 5.5 টার্কোস্কি আছে, টার্কোস্কিকে আমরা জানি যে খুবই ভালো DEFCON মনস্টার, তা ওনারশিপ এখনো যেহেতু 6.9, বাট যে তার ধীরে ধীরে আসতে পারবে। বাট 4.5 এ কিন্তু ইন্টারেস্টিং অনেকগুলো, লাইক যদি ধরি যে ব্যালট একটা ভালো অপশন, ভ্যান্ডেনবার্গ একটা ভালো অপশন এখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে। ভালো অপশন বলবো না, ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশন অনুযায়ী আর কি ইউরো কুড বি এ ভেরি ইন্টারেস্টিং অপশন। আমরা সিজনের যত সামনের দিকে যাবো আরো দেখতে পারবো। বাট 6 মিলিয়নে আমি যদি দেখি আয়াতুরি, সালিবা এবং ভার্জিল, এরা আসলে এই জায়গাটাতে আসছে। এবং পার 90 যে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশন পার 90, এই জায়গাটাতে আসলে ফোকাসটা অনেক বেশি থাকবে, যে পার 90 তে আসলে কেমন আসতেছে এটা আমরা নেক্সট গেমগুলোতে যত আসবে আমরা দেখাইতে থাকবো। এবং আমাদের এখানে কিন্তু প্রত্যেক উইকেই আমরা এই ধরনের ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশন চার্টগুলো ডিফেন্স এবং মিডফিল্ডে দেখাইতে থাকবো। তো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে ডিফেন্সিভ কন্ট্রিবিউশনের জন্য ফার্স্ট উইক একটা স্মল ডাটা, এক উইকের ডাটা, সামনের দিকে গেলে আরো জিনিসগুলো আরো ক্লিয়ার হবে। সো আই থিঙ্ক more or less that's it from me.
Thanks, Parvez. Okay, let's quickly move on to the midfield, and I'll ask Ashfaq to discuss this one. So yeah, over to you, Ashfaq.
Right. So as we all have known that for defensive contribution we have already pre-season and before FPL has started, we have focused on the defensive midfielders. So if you look at the top, there's a surprise entry here where Tavernier is actually a winger. So it goes to show that even good priced winger can be a gem in terms of defensive contribution, and Tavernier is a very attacking player, but this defensive contribution, he is at the top of this table at 20, so that's almost as much as Virgil van Dijk. So it goes to show what kind of all-round player he is. So Bournemouth's fixtures are only goes better from here, game week 2 onwards. So I think he can be a very shrewd pick for anyone who would consider him. So I would keep an eye on him for that. Other midfielders at the 5.5 mark, I would not discuss as much. Although Zubimendi and Caicedo can be good options defensively, but if you think about their offensive contribution, I'm not very hopeful on that. But that is different when it comes to Wafer or Tavernier or something like that. Odegaard also looks good, but at his price point, I think Odegaard is on some set pieces, not all, and he's also I think he's the third choice penalty taker for Arsenal at the moment. So at 8 million, I don't think he can be considered fantasy pick at the moment. But other than that, if you look at the 5 million option, I really like Wafer, Onana, and I also like Adams as well because Bournemouth's fixtures are very good. So there's that. So if you're looking for some cheap, eighth attacker or fifth midfielder, I would very much focus on or very much recommend Tavernier there. I think it's still a great differential. So there's that. And if you're looking for the on the 5 million mark, I think um, Baleba, although he's not here, I think Baleba will over the season will come good. He has the pedigree to do so. And Onana, I think, is another shoot pick if you can consider him as well as wait for. Thanks.
Thanks, Ashfaq. That was very nice and sweet, crisp as well. Well done, Ashfaq. I hope this is going to continue throughout the season. This sort of delivery of yours. Okay, let's hope. Caught my eye is the new section because at the end of at the beginning of the season, we have a lot of players who usually tend to do well, but are they really good? Are the ones we should be keeping an eye on? Because usually at the beginning of the season, you have certain players who kind of, really does well and then fades away. But there are certain players that tend to do well and continue to do well throughout the season. So this is why we've come up with this section. I'll start with the the defense part, and again I'll invite Parvez over to you for this one.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Nadim. আসলে প্রথম গেমকে আসলে অনেক কিছু অনেক যেটা আমি বলছিলাম প্রথম গেমকে অনেকের অনেক ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্টমেন্ট থাকে বাট ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্ট হওয়ার কিছু না এটা জাস্ট অনলি ওয়ান গেমিক এবং আমরা যে ডাটাগুলো দেখাচ্ছি এটা ওয়ান গেমিক ডাটা দিয়ে আসলে খুব একটা ভরসা করার মতো না বাট এই মুহূর্তে জাস্ট আই টেস্ট অনুযায়ী যদি যে প্লেয়ারগুলো আসলে ডিফেন্সের মোটামুটি চোখ নজর কাটছে সেটা হলো পেড্রো পোরো যার পারফরমেন্স আমি যদি দেখি যে খুবই ভালো যে তার এক্সপেক্টেড অ্যাসিস্টটা এক্সেটা খুবই ইমপ্রেসিভ 0.26 পার 90 যেটা দেখা যাচ্ছে এবং তার বেসলাইন বিপিএসটাও খুব ভালো আসছে 14.00 যেটা আসলে আমার কাছে মনে হয় স্টার্টিং এ এটা খুবই ভালো একটা অপশন এবং মোর ইম্পর্টেন্ট যে সে কর্নার দিচ্ছে পার 90 তে দেখা যাচ্ছে যে দুটো কর্নার সে নিছে এবং অ্যাজ পার তার চান্স ক্রিয়েট অ্যাবিলিটিটা যেটা দেখা যাচ্ছে যে চান্স ক্রিয়েট অ্যাবিলিটিটা যেহেতু মেডিসন নাই এই জায়গাটাতে খুব ভালো একটা অপশন যেখানে পুরো একটা ভালো অপশন 3.0 তার পার 90 যেটা হলো কর্নার টেকেনে না সরি চান্স ক্রিয়েটেডে খুবই ভালো এবং বেলার্ড 4.6 মিলিয়ন বর্তমান প্রাইস সে খুবই ভালো পারফর্ম করছে এই লাস্ট উইকে এবং তার ইম্পর্টেন্ট যে জিনিসটা গোল অ্যাটেম্প্ট এবং গোল অ্যাটেম্প্ট ইনসাইড বক্স যেটা সেটা খুবই ইমপ্রেসিভ 4.00 পার 90 এন্ড বেসলাইন বিপিএসটা কিন্তু খুবই ভালো যেটা পুরোর আমি বললাম যে 14 খুবই মার্জিনাল একটা বাট এর কিন্তু 29.0 যেটা ইজ ভেরি impressive আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে সো কালার could be very good interesting 4.6 now DEFCON wise and then play as a attack not a central defense হিসেবে তার হেডিং অ্যাবিলিটি খুবই ভালো and then আরেকজন প্লেয়ার যার আমার চোখে এইখানে লাগছে যে গাটমুনসন যদিও লিডসের ফিকচার এখন একটু টাফ কিন্তু 4.0 মিলিয়নের ওনারশিপ কিন্তু এখনো অনেক 3.2 তার আমি যদি দেখি যে এক্সজিআইটা দেখেন 0.3 পার 90 খুবই ভালো এবং বাকি ইয়াগুলো কিন্তু খুব একটা ইয়া না যেমন আমি যদি দেখি গোল অ্যাটেম্প ইনসাইড বক্স 3 এন্ড ইনসাইড বক্স 2.00 চান্স ক্রিয়েটরের ক্ষেত্রেও কিন্তু 4 মিলিয়নের একজন ডিফেন্স যে আসলে উপরে যাচ্ছে এবং চান্স ক্রিয়েট করতেছে তার পার 92.00 which is impressive আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে সো গাটমুনসন ইজ এ ভেরি গুড অপশন 4 মিলিয়নের যারা আসলে এই মুহূর্তে 4 মিলিয়নের ডিফেন্স তাদেরকে এদিকে দেখতে পারে এবং আরেকজন প্লেয়ার আমার কাছে খুব ইমপ্রেসিভ মনে হয়েছে যে খেলা দেখার পরে বর্নমাউথের ট্রুফাটের আমি যদি ফিকচার দেখি এই নেক্সট যে চারটা গেমিক আছে যে চারটা গেমিকের ভিতরে তিনটা হোম ম্যাচ উলভস ব্রাইটনের সাথে হোম আছে আর নিউক্যাসলের সাথে হোম আছে মানে নেক্সট চারটা ফিকচারের মধ্যে তিনটা হোম ফিকচার ভেরি ইমপ্রেসিভ এবং কার্কেজের রিপ্লেসমেন্ট হিসেবে তাকে আনা হয়েছে এবং তারও প্রাইস পয়েন্টটা কিন্তু খুবই জুসি 4.5 এবং সে অনেক উপরে যাচ্ছে তার যদি আমি দেখেন যে বিগ চান্স ক্রিয়েটেড 1.00 পার 90 এবং আদারওয়াইজ তার চান্স ক্রিয়েটেড অ্যাবিলিটিটাও ভালো ইভেন অন্যান্য জিনিসের এই গেমিকে যেহেতু চারটা গোল খাইছে তো স্বাভাবিকভাবেই তার বিপিএস বেসলাইনটা ডাউন হওয়ার কথা বাট তার বিপিএস বেসলাইন কিন্তু এখানেও ডাউন হয়নি 15.00 which is quite catching আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে যদি আসলে ক্লিন শিট রাখতে পারে তাহলে আরো বেশি ভালো সো আমার কাছে এই প্লেয়ারগুলোর বাদেও আরো অনেক প্লেয়ার আছে, বাট আমরা আসলে অতটা প্লেয়ার নিয়ে ডিসকাস করাটা নট পসিবল। সো এই 4জন প্লেয়ারকে আমাকে মনে হচ্ছে যে এদেরকে আপনারা কনসিডার করতে পারেন আপনাদের টিমের জন্য অ্যাজ পার 𝐓𝐢𝐻 এর স্মল ডাটার উপর। বাট সামনের দিকে গেলে আরো জিনিসটা, সো দ্যাটস ইট ফর মি।
Yeah, thanks, Parvez. It's important to remember this is just 1 week data, so this can completely change next week once they either do well or they do badly. Yeah, so just don't rely on it. If you think they played well, if you have watched them, they played well, and then you see their data and both kind of matches, then yeah, then is something to keep an eye on, and then perhaps next week would be important. Right, let's move on to the caught my eye section for the midfielders. I thought Bruno Fernandes would be in that list, but unfortunately he's not there. Yeah, Ashfaq didn't go with Bruno Fernandes. Ashfaq is smart. Be like Ashfaq. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, over to you, Ashfaq.
Bruno flop because someone again in the private league, called, someone called Nadim Farhad. I'm not sure if it's the same one because Nadim Bhai said he doesn't play fantasy. So someone called Nadim
No, I
Farhad,
don't. I don't play
and,
fantasy.
and hence the curse has begun on Bruno. The moment he transfers out Bruno will start returning. That is what happens. Anyway,
Can you ask him to do so?
Yeah. I'm asking him on live. If he's watching this show, please, you should really transfer him out. If you're watching, please listen to us.
Okay.
So there's that.
Wow.
Okay. So caught my eye. We're going to the midfield section. So there are 4 midfielders which we have shortlisted. First of all, Semenyo, he had a hell of a game week against Liverpool. So Semenyo was always a player who had very high XG because of the amount of shots he takes. I think over the past, I think in last season he was the highest. He had the highest number of shots taken for any player, not just midfielders, any players in the Premier League. But what's changed this season? I think he has become a bit more clinical. Kluivert is out. Also, Bournemouth has undergone he has also signed a new contract. So I think Semenyo has become a bit of a talisman for Bournemouth. So I think this will be a game-changing season for him. So I expect him to really do good, and he has already shown that he can go against toe-to-toe against the big guns like Liverpool, the defending champions Liverpool. So the fixtures, as you can see, after the Liverpool match, only goes good from here. He has Wolves, Tottenham, Brighton, and Newcastle next. So all are defensively vulnerable, and Semenyo still has potential to do very, very good in those games. Next is Kudus. Kudus, I think, is a player that for Tottenham, for Thomas Frank's team, I think has hit the ground running. He has had a very good preseason. He looks good. He is a player that Thomas Frank really likes, and he is a very versatile player, which means he can play as the second striker. He can play on the wing. He can play on the center attacking midfield as well, which is probably his preferred position, the center attacking midfield. But because of his versatility, Thomas Frank can really count on him, and he has had a very good preseason. And as you can see, he has already had 2 assists in the first game. And Tottenham's immediate fixture, although is tough, it's against City. But onwards, Bournemouth, West Ham, and Brighton, bodes well for Kudus as a player. At 6.5, I think he's still a great shout to have as an offensive player. Next is Reinders. I think people who has already invested in Reinders or bought in Reinders, I think it was a shrewd move. Reinders is a very good box-to-box midfielder, and with Rodri gone, I think he has that spot nailed down as the second holding midfielder. So I think Reinders will come good, and he has had a very fantastic last season with AC Milan. I think he's someone who has come into his prime at City, and then transferred to City. So I think Reinders is at 5.5 in a very attacking City team. It can be a bit of a gem we have here. Finally, Anton Stach. Stach is considered here, although he's a very defensive midfielder. His defensive contribution is 12. At 5 million, I think he can come good as well. But he's someone who comes in late into the box and also can make the late runs to score. But then again, Leeds can be it's the early days for Leeds. They are still the preseason favorites to be relegated. So if you're looking for a 5 million midfield, I can Stack can be a very good differential. But for me, I think it's a wait and watch. So regarding the midfielders, that's it for me.
Right, Ashfaq. Apparently, I was just looking at this guy's team. The guy you are mentioning. I don't play fantasy, but there's a guy who's mimicking my team and mimicking my name, and then he's playing in your private league. He happens to have reindeers, so I don't understand where the curse has gone suddenly. You were talking about, this guy. If he takes Bruno, it's a curse and stuff like that. But he
Yeah,
also has reindeers in his team.
yeah, because I also took Rangers and I canceled this curse out. So there's that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. You are so influential, man. So do let us know whom you are taking next week, so that all of them can actually then take those players,
Yeah,
so that if there is a curse or something that it gets cancelled out.
Yeah, if this Nadim Forward, makes an announcement, that who is he taking next, that is someone that we can all avoid. So there's that also.
Yeah, and you should also announce, which player is actually cursed, and that is the player that you are taking, so that people can take as well, and the curse gets removed. That is something you should also make that announcement. Make sure you do make that announcement. The problem is you don't make any announcement. Nothing for us at least goes around, makes an announcement telling or warning people. He's warning people, he's helping. You're not even helping, man. Tell people that I'm taking this guy has a curse. So next time just take him, your curse will be gone. I'm the magician here.
I'll try to do an analysis on his team onwards, which team are which players are cursed on his team, and so on. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Yeah. You just do and make that announcement, please. Make that announcement in the podcast. People would really appreciate. There are a lot of comments coming in. They will really appreciate. They will thank you. You will be considered as the Messiah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's move on. Then the forward section. Parvez, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Nadim. ফরওয়ার্ড সেকশনে ফার্স্ট আসার আগেই আমি একটা জিনিস কারেকশন করে দিই, সেটা হলো যে প্রাইস পয়েন্টটা, উডের প্রাইস পয়েন্টটা আপনারা একটু আশ্চর্য হবেন, যেটা স্ক্রিনে দেখাচ্ছে, বাট এটা হলো স্লিপ অফ মিস্টেক এন্ড এভালুয়েশন অলসো। এভালুয়েশনের প্রাইস পয়েন্টটা আসলে এই উডের জায়গায় যাবে এবং উডেরটা আসলে সামনে দিকে আসবে, বাট এভালুয়েশনের প্রাইস পয়েন্টটা হলো 7 মিলিয়ন এন্ড উড হলো 7.6 মিলিয়ন। এটা মাথায় রেখে তারপরে আসলে শুরু করি। সো ফার্স্ট অফ অল এই চারজন প্লেয়ারকে আসলে মনে হয়েছে যে হ্যালান্ডকে পার্সোনালি আমার মনে হয়েছে যে হ্যালান্ড ইজ ব্যাক। তার ফার্স্ট সিজনে যেরকম সে পারফর্ম করছিল, এই সিজনে স্টার্টিং এ সেই জিনিসটা তার মধ্যে দেখা গেছে। আই থিঙ্ক সে স্পার্ক করতেছে। সো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে তার আমি যদি দেখি যে গোল পার 92.50 and xG 1.99, which is very খুবই হাই, and শর্ট এবং শর্ট ইনসাইড বক্স আপনি যদি দেখেন পার 97.50 and ইনসাইড বক্সটা হলো 7.50, which is very good আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে। এবং বিগ চান্স টোটাল, সে আসলে কতগুলো বিগ চান্স পাইছে এটা একটা ব্যাপার, যে তার চারপাশে যে প্লেয়ার গুলো আছে এটার কারণে কিন্তু সে বিগ চান্স পাচ্ছে। 3.75 পার 90, সে আমার কাছে মনে হয় যেটা খুবই ভালো একটা মার্জিন। আমার কাছে বর্তমানে সিটির টিম এবং হ্যালান্ডের পারফরমেন্স আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে তার দিকে আসলে এখন নজর দেওয়ার একটা সময়। প্লেয়ারদের মধ্যে যেহেতু সালাহ এবং হ্যালান্ডের দিকে নজর দেওয়ার কথা। পিকচারও কিন্তু আমি যদি দেখি টটেনহাম হোম, ব্রাইটন নামে, ইউনাইটেড হোম এন্ড আর্সেনাল নামে, যদি একটু ট্রিকি, বাট এই ইকুইপমেন্টটা কিন্তু সে একটা ভালো সাপ। এন্ড দেন একই থেকে জানি না আসলে ইসাক আসলে ট্রান্সফারটা কতদূর আগায় রাখছে লিভারপুল, এটার উপর একটা ডিপেন্ড করবে। বাট একই টিকের ইনিশিয়াল যে পারফরমেন্স, প্রথম ম্যাচের পারফরমেন্স কিন্তু তার অ্যাটাকিং থ্রেটটা ভালো ছিল। অ্যাসিস্ট এবং xG এবং xA দুইটাই আপনি যদি লক্ষ্য করেন খুবই ভালো। xG 1.14, xA ওটাও খুবই খারাপ না, এবং শর্ট অন টার্গেট এটা খুবই ভালো 2.54, যেটা হলো চান্স ক্রিয়েটরের ক্ষেত্রে তার একটা ইনভলভমেন্ট, চান্স ক্রিয়েটর 2.54, চান্স ক্রিয়েট বিগ চান্স টোটাল পাইছে 2.54, অর্থাৎ সে প্রত্যেকটা অ্যাটাকের আসলে মধ্যমণি হিসেবে কাজ করতেছে, তার কারণে তার বিগ চান্স পাচ্ছে, এবং তার কনভার্সন রেটটা যদি একটু কম 25% একটা বাট এনিওয়ে একে থেকে যদি পুরা মিনিট খেলে এবং ইসাকের ইস্যুটা যদি না হয় তাহলে আমার মতে ইসাকে একটা ভালো অপশন হইতে যাচ্ছে। আবার আমি প্রথমেই বললাম যে এটা খুবই স্যাম্পল, মানে খুবই স্মল ডাটা, যেটার উপরে আসলে ফুললি ফেক করা না করা ভালো, আর গেলে আরো বুঝে যাবে। এন্ড দেন উড প্রিমিয়ার লিগ শুরু, উড ইজ অন। সো প্রি সিজন দেখে যারা আসলে উডকে ভয় করছিল, সেটা তার গোল কনভার্সন রেটটা দেখেন, যে সে কিন্তু গোল, একটা জিনিস যে সে কিন্তু সুযোগ কম পায়, বাট সে যেটা সুযোগ পায় সেটা কাজে 100%। গোল কনভার্সন রেটটা তার 100%, ভেরি গুড। বেসলাইন বিপিএসও তার ভালো, যে সে গোল দিয়ে আসলে বোনাস পয়েন্টের দিকেই তাই দৌড় দেয়। বাকি জিনিসগুলো শর্ট 2.28, শর্ট ইনসাইড বক্স 2.28, প্রত্যেকটা জায়গায় চান্স, বিগ চান্স টোটাল যেটা আমি বললাম 1.14, অর্থাৎ সে দুইটা চান্স পেয়েছে, দুইটাতে স্কোর। এটাতেই বোঝা যাচ্ছে যে সে কতটা ক্লিনিক্যাল পজিশন। এবং আরেকজন প্লেয়ার যার কথা আমি বলবো যে এভানসন। এভানসন আমি বলবো না 7.0 মিলিয়ন খুবই ভালো একটা অপশন, বিকজ অফ তার ফিকচার একটা ভালো। এবং আরেকটা জিনিস হলো সে কিন্তু পেনাল্টিতে থাকছে, যেহেতু কুলিভার্ট এখনো আসে নাই, তো পেনাল্টিতে 7 মিলিয়নের একজন ফরওয়ার্ড পেনাল্টিতে থাকবে, এটা একটা ভালো। যে সামনের গেমিং গুলো ভালো, 3টা হোম ম্যাচ আছে 4টা ফিকচারের মধ্যে। সো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এভানসন দিকে নজর দিতে পারে, কারণ সেমেনো এবং বাকি আমরা দেখলাম যে ডেফকন হিসেবে ট্যাফেনির একটা ভালো অপশন, অ্যাডামস একটা ভালো অপশন দেখাচ্ছিল, এবং স্বাভাবিকভাবে সেমেনো একটা ভালো খেলতেছে। আমার কাছে মনে হয় এভানসন নেক্সট গেমগুলোর দিকে তার দিকে নজর দেওয়া। সো এই ছিল মোটামুটি 4জন ফরওয়ার্ড যাদেরকে আসলে ফার্স্ট গেমকে মনে হচ্ছে যে চ্যাম্পিয়ন হতে পারছে। সো দ্যাটস ইট ফর মি।
Yeah, thanks, Parvez. I think let's move on to the next content. But I think before we do that, I think this is the last content, right? Is the captaincy. Now, before we do the captaincy, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, where is this one? Okay, I'm just going to post the comment section now. I'm going to post the, what you call it, the podcast pick 3 form for Game Week 2. Yeah, so those of you who've been waiting, here we are. And while we discuss the captaincy, please feel free to fill in, and it's on its way. You should be able to see it right now. There you go. There you go. It's already up there. So on Facebook as well as on YouTube, in the comment section from our page, you will be able to see the 2 comments. Yeah, so if you're interested in joining, Shamim Ahmed being the first winner for Podcast Pick 3 League for Game Week 1. Remember, audience, we do have the overall leadership. So it's not like just 1 week you win and that's it. You are done. If you are able to repeat this performance over the season, we will maintain the leadership board. So whoever wins it more, yeah, definitely you're getting it. You're getting an additional 1,000 taka as well, beside winning all the weekly prizes and the content. So here it is. Just go ahead and start filling it out, and good luck for the Game Week 2. Right, over to you, Ashfaq, for the captaincy Game Week 2. Who deserves the armband?
So we have shortlisted 4 premium options for captaincy. I don't think there's any team in FPL right now who owns all 4. So regarding captaincy, I think you should take your pick. Saka is the least owned of these captaincy choices because Arsenal's fixtures has not been not the best, at least in the opening 4 or 5 game weeks. But I do believe Saka has the easiest opponents in Leeds. The statistics do not show, do not paint a good picture because Saka has not played against Leeds as much because Leeds has not played in the Premier League as much. So there's that. But I think he has a good potential to do good, and he can be a great differential captain if you're considering it. Next option I'll discuss is Palmer. I'm going by ascending order. So Palmer is one of the highest owned at almost 60%. And although he had a quiet game, I think Palmer still has the potential to do great against a West Ham defense. I think is as shown that they have lost to Sunderland. They are struggling. And although there is some concern that Chelsea has some fatigue because they have had only around 18 to 20 days of pre-season rest, so there's that. But Palmer has a stellar record against West Ham, so I think Palmer can be a good option if you Cole Palmer. So just because he has blanked in the first game week, I don't think we should lose hope. I think Palmer is still one of the best midfielders to own in FPL. So the real favorite captaincy lies between Haaland and Salah. I know there are many teams who already owns both. So if you are in a position where you own both, so I think that's a luxury you have in terms of choosing the captaincy. Haaland over Salah, I think Haaland in terms of form, I think Haaland showed the better form. Tottenham is a team that is in transition. I think they will concede, and when they concede, I think Haaland will be the one scoring against them. So between Haaland and Salah, I rate Haaland, but only slightly above Salah because I think against Bournemouth, Salah had a quiet game. Although he scored, but I do believe that he had a quiet game by his standards. Newcastle, on the other hand, I still rate them highly as a team, although they are struggling to score goals without Isaac. I think the Isaac scenario has made them a tighter unit as a team, and defensively, I still rate them highly. So I don't think Newcastle defense will be an easy defense to penetrate uh, in terms of attack for Liverpool. So I think the main favorite captaincy should be between Haaland and Salah, and I think Haaland will slightly edge it because I think he has shown to be a bit more aggressive and, like Parvez said, a bit of form of his first season. So there's that. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Ashfaq. Sorry, audience, I can see some comments coming in regarding the Google form needing access. We'll try and resolve this issue. Sorry for that. I think for some reason, I think we're making these silly mistakes, which is kind of disrupting the way we want things to be done. But it's okay. We'll be able to manage it. Sorry, just hold on. And if you are still waiting and really willing to play, we'll share it again. Yeah, we'll share it again. Just give us a few minutes to do that in the meantime. Right. I don't think so. We have any more content, Parvez. So let's move on to the question and answers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So there's already quite a lot of questions that have come in. Let's do that. Questions. Okay. So first one starts with, oh, by the way, just before we get into the question and answers, wow, we finished it in below 45 minutes, despite me talking rubbish and despite trying to pull Ashfaq's leg and stuff. That's quite impressive. So, yeah, I think we are getting better and better. Now, don't make a comment.
Or it's because Saif isn't here.
Don't. No. Don't make that comment because that is irrelevant and not backed by evidence. Sorry, Ashfaq. Don't make that comment. Don't make that comment. It's not true. That's why. It's not because I don't want you to make a comment. It's not true. Yeah, and I'll get into a different mode of discussion then. We finished it in 43 minutes, which is good. Let's go with the questions. Agnik's bracket. I think this is Agnik. Okay, Ashfaq, I'll start with you because last week you kind of didn't come intentionally. So it's good that you answer the big ones today and Parvez can do the short ones. So anything that is big, I'm sending it to your way. Anything that is short, Parvez will answer. Okay. I'm just kidding. Go on. Start.
Arias is a good differential to have, although he's a bit of an extreme differential at the moment because he's new to the Premier League, which means he might not hit the ground running at Wolves, but otherwise, I think he can be a good option. So, it's still early days. I don't think there's any good or bad choices. I rate Arias highly as a winger. I think he will come good, but regarding adjusting to Premier League, he might take some time. But these are still early days. So I wouldn't look much into that. Goodmanson, Diouf, and Gio, these are all good options. I think Gio over time will be a starter. Goodmanson, at 4 million, I think is currently the best option to have. So I think your bench is decent as well. Thanks.
Thanks, Ashfaq. Thanks. What I can do is let's bring in the next comment, which is okay. Then he's sharing game week 1. He only got 42 points. It's okay, brother. Just one good game week and you're back. You should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Then the next comment comes from Tanzilur Rahman. He says, "Welcome back. Game week 1, 40 points without Salah, Haaland. Anyone you guys below 40, 50?" Yeah, I got below 50. Parvez also got below 50. Ashfaq only, he's a genius, so he managed to get above 50. Yeah, but besides that, I think I'm not sure how much I've got, but yeah, Parvez, how much I've got?
Saib almost 50 below 50. 50 কাছাকাছি.
Okay, so he's also below 50. Anyway, we all had a very slow start. But it's okay.
I think লিংকের প্রবলেমটা মনে হয় ঠিক হয়ে গেছে.
So should we share the form again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let me just pass this comment over to you, Parvez. Please answer this one and then we can get into this.
আগেরটাই মনে হয়ে যাবে. Okay.
Okay, but I'll share that again.
Okay. Tanzilur Rahman bhai says Jubraka pick 1 goalkeeper, captain pick Watkins, Saka, Palmer. এটা একটা ট্রিকি গেম যেখানে আসলে জুব্রাকা আসলে বার্নের সাথে খেলবে এই জন্য অনেকে ইন্টারেস্ট দেখাচ্ছে, বাট আসলে দুইজনেই খেলা যায় আর কি। এটা একটা ভালো কিন্তু যেহেতু জুব্রাকা বেঞ্চে আছে, অনেকের টিমে গুই আছে, একটা বেঞ্চ বুস্টের জন্য ভালো একটা উইক হতে পারে, এটা একটা হতে পারে। আমি স্টিল সেলসের দিকে যাব, কারণ ফরেস্ট অলরেডি স্ট্রং ডিফেন্সিভ টিম, যদিও লাস্টের গত ম্যাচে আজকে খুব শেষ দিকে আর কি গোলটা খেয়েছে, বাট এনিওয়ে আমি স্টিল সেলসের সাথে থাকবো এই জায়গাতে। বাট কেউ যদি পান্ট হিসাবে টুকরাকে খেলাতে চায়, আমি আই ডোন্ট মাইন্ড যাবো আর কি, খেলাতে পারে। ক্যাপ্টেন পিক ওয়াটকিন্স, সাকা, পালমার। আমি এখানে এই চারজনের মধ্যে আমি সাকা পিকে যাবো, কারণ লিডসের সাথে হোম ম্যাচ, দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি সাকাতে যাবো। সো সাকা ইজ আমার ক্যাপ্টেন।
Okay. Thanks, Parvez. Can you bring the next question somewhere? Sorry, I lost the comment here.
Okay.
Okay, audience, we have shared the Google link again, the Google form link. So please do feel free and let us know if there is still trouble, and we'll be able to sort it out. Yeah. So just do let us know. Yeah. If there is still problems you're facing with access and stuff, and we apologize, of course, if there is any all the technical trouble that you're facing. Sorry. But yeah, just go ahead and fill it up. And Parvez, next comment. Okay, the question comes from Tanzilur Rahman. Ashfaq,
yeah,
over to you with this one.
Ashfaq, maybe to okay. Carry on.
So obviously Nadim has given the big question to me. Bowen, Watkins, Saka, Palmer, Bruno, Wits, Gakpo, Cucurella, Nico, Senesi, Bench, Van de Ven, Rodon, Abdullahi in solution of the whole transfer. So obviously any team that went without Salah or Haaland has backfired a bit. So I don't think you should not lose hope on that. That's my first advice to you. This is still a very complex team. I think Bowen, Watkins, Saka, Palmer, Bruno can all come good. Gakpo has already scored, and if Isaac does not come in, I don't think his place is on the threat. Cucurella can also come good, and Nico Williams plays Palace, I believe, and Senesi plays Wolverhampton. So I think they have good potential for clean sheets as well. Van de Ven, Rodon, on the other hand, they play City and Arsenal, so they should be on your bench. So I think you can, be a bit patient and hold your transfer. Then decide it, because this is still a very template team. You have high hitters in Saka, Palmer, Bruno, and even Watkins as well. So I believe you should hold at least for one more game.
Okido, Ashfaq. Okido. Let's bring the next comment then. Jawad Chaudhary is asking Parvez. Jawad Chaudhary is asking this one. Over to you.
আমার মনে হয় যে কনসা থেকে আসলে ট্রান্সফার করতে জাস্ট ওয়ান গেম উইক 7 আমার মনে হয় যে এই গেমিকে না খেললেও পরের গেমিকে থাকেও, কিন্তু তার পিকচার খুব একটা খারাপ না। তো গেমিক 3 থেকে যদি অ্যাস্টন ভিলার পিকচার দেখা যায় তো সেটাও ক্রিস্টালের সাথে সানডারল্যান্ড, দেন ফুলহ্যাম এন্ড দেন বার্লে। তো গেমিক 7 পর্যন্ত আসলে প্রমোটেড টিমদের সাথে তার 2 বার খেলা। আমার মনে হয় যে এই গেমিকে বসায় রেখে ওটাতে ট্রান্সফারটাকে রোল করাটাই বেশি বেটার। যদি কনসাই আর কি ইস্যু হয় আমি বলবো যে বেঞ্চ করে বেশি।
Okay, let's move to the next comment. This is coming from Ashfaq. Over to you. 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐻𝐚 is asking.
Of these options, Haaland would be my first choice, followed by Palmer as the vice captain.
What's happened to you, Ashfaq?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. What has happened to you?
Why? Do I look different?
You seem to be different, Ashfaq.
Yeah, it's just that you don't meet me anymore. You're talking to me after so long time. Maybe you have forgotten how I talk.
No, it's not just how you talk. It's all about how much you talk, Ashfaq. You're keeping your answers so sweet. Usually you go around on the history.
Ashfaq ready হয়ে আসছে. Ashfaq,
I'm impressed, Ashfaq. If you really continue this, Ashfaq, I swear on God, I'm super impressed with you then. Yeah, no more that lengthy, Ashfaq. It's to the point, very precise. Super impressive, Ashfaq. Whatever the reasons may be, well done. All right. 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐻𝐚 is asking, Parvez, over to you in this one.
Yeah, thank you, Nabil. আসলে এই জায়গাটাতে আমি যে জিনিসটা দেখতে পাচ্ছি টিমের মধ্যে পুরো টিমটাই ঠিক আছে। আমার ডিফেন্স, অফেন্স, ইভেন মিডফিল্ডারে একজন প্লেয়ার শুধু এখানে প্রবলেম, সেটা হলো যে ম্যাকনিল, এবং হুই যেহেতু আছে স্টার্ট করবে কিনা এটা একটা ব্যাপার। সো ম্যাকনিলকে এখানে ট্রান্সফার করা যেতে পারে, এবং আমার মনে হয় যে ম্যাকনিল থেকে রেন্টার্স ইজ এ ভেরি পপুলার পিক। সো আমি এখানে ম্যাকনিল টু রেন্টার্স করতে যাব। আদারওয়াইজ বাকি যে এরকম আছে টিম এটাই থাকবে। সো ম্যাকনিল কিন্তু খেলার জন্য এখনো উপযুক্ত মাঠে নামেনি। তো আমি ম্যাকনিলকে চেঞ্জ করব, ম্যাকনিল টু রেন্টার্স। ইভেন যদি সেভেনও একটা অপশন, সেভেনও ভালো একটা অপশন, বাট রেঞ্জার্স ওই প্রাইস পয়েন্টে খুবই ভালো।
That's it, Parvez?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, what's up? Something is wrong with my teams. Seriously. Something is seriously wrong. I'm the one who's talking too much, I think. Okay, I'll move things along quickly. Unknown Gamer is asking this question. Over to you, Ashfaq.
Regarding your first 11, you should play Cells. You should play the double Nottingham defense. In fact, you should play Cells, Milenkovic, Cucurella, and Estevez, followed by the 5 midfielders, all 5 midfielders, and then Larsson and Watkins. Falkirk, I believe, has a tough picture against Chelsea, so he would be my first bench. Cucurella, Wan-Bissaka would be my second bench, and Van de Ven probably my third bench. Regarding cap, since you do not have Haaland, Salah is the obvious cap. So thanks.
Okay, these guys are not even giving me time to eat a biscuit with big questions. Usually I tend to finish a burger, but now I can't even finish a biscuit. All right. Dawat Chaudhary is then following up with another question. Over to you, Parvez.
So জাওয়াদের কোশ্চেন হলো যে আসলে টসিন ফিট কিনা এটার ব্যাপারে আপডেট হলো টসিনের ব্যাপারে। টসিনের ব্যাপারে আমি আপডেট যেটা দিতে পারি সেটা হলো যে গতকালকে যে একটা প্রেস কনফারেন্স ছিল তাদের, সেটা টসিন ইজ অ্যাভেলেবল। এই গেমের জন্য টসিন অ্যাভেলেবল, যেটা এনজো মারেস্কা কনফার্ম করছে। এবং টসিনের ব্যাপারে যেটা বলছে হি ইজ অ্যাভেলেবল ফর টুমরো। আই এম লিটল বিট সারপ্রাইজড বিকজ লাস্ট উইক হি ওয়াজ নট অ্যাভেলেবল এন্ড the day before it was everywhere that he was not available. So এই ব্যাপারে বোঝা যাচ্ছে যে he is available. লাস্ট এসে দুইবার এই জিনিসটা মেনশন করছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি বলতে পারি he is fit and he is available for the selection.
Thanks, Parvez. Thanks. Unknown Gamer is asking about the prediction league that you are running, Parvez.
আরেকটা কোশ্চেন ছিল অবশ্য আমাদের, সেটা হলো যে নিউক্যাসল ভিলা মিডফিল্ডার শেপ কটন ওয়াটকিন্স ক্যাপ। আমি যদি কোশ্চেনটা নিয়ে আসি, তো নিউক্যাসল ভিলা মিডফিল্ডারের দিকে আমি মনে করি নিউ ভিলা মিডফিল্ডার শেপ স্টিল আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে ভিলা মিডফিল্ড শেপে এখনো চেঞ্জ আসছে কিছু, যেটা উপরের দিকে খেলতেছে এলিমেন্ট, সেটা একটা ব্যাপার। আসলে আমাদের ফ্যান্টাসি জিনিসগুলোতে এই জিনিসগুলো থাকবে, যে কারণ টেলিমেন্স একটা উপরের দিকে খেলতেছে, এটা একটা ব্যাপার। এবং ওয়াটকিন্স ক্যাপ আমার মনে হয় যে ব্রেন্টফোর্ডের সাথে ওয়াটকিন্সের রেকর্ড খুবই ভালো, তো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি ওয়াটকিন্সকে এখানে ক্যাপ্টেন হিসাবে কনসিডার করা হচ্ছে। তো হি ইজ অলসো ক্যাপ্টেন শট। So that's it.
Who's actually the best captain? Shout, if I may ask.
Haaland, number 1.
I don't have Haaland.
And then
Somebody told me not to take Haaland. Somebody told me not to take Haaland. Somebody also told me not to take 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐞. Ashfaq, it wasn't you. It wasn't.
খুব পছন্দের প্লেয়ার, কিন্তু এটা একটু জানতে হবে, রিচার্লিসন কিন্তু আসলে খুব পছন্দের একটা প্লেয়ার।
Oh, I totally get it. But I was having a good laugh. I was having a really good laugh when Haaland scored, and then 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐞 scored, and I was having a good laugh because these are the players that I picked at the beginning. But it's my team I picked, and I made the wrong mistakes. I should have stick with my own decisions, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
And that is the worst part. Sorry?
You do play fantasy, don't you?
No, I don't.
No, you just admitted you do. You pick.
No. That is I'm talking. No. Just Ashfaq. Before you confuse yourself, I'm speaking on behalf of that guy. I'm here on the behalf of other guy. Okay.
Right.
He's not here to represent his team, so I'm talking on his behalf. Okay. Don't confuse yourself. Yeah. Don't confuse yourself. Really don't. Okay. What's the result of the prediction of last game week? Parvez?
Sorry. প্রেডিকশনটা আসলে আমরা যে অ্যাপস এর মধ্যে করতেছি, ওখানে ল্যাডার বোর্ড দেওয়া আছে, আপনি নিচে ট্যাব দেখতে পাবেন, মোবাইল দিয়ে চালালে ট্যাব, এই ট্যাবের ল্যাডার বোর্ডে গেলে আপনি রেজাল্টটা সব দেখতে পাবেন, যে আসলে কোন পজিশনে আছে, এবং পার্সোনালি তার লাস্ট গেম উইকের ইয়াগুলো দেখতে পারবেন। ওখানে আমরা আমাদের হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপের মধ্যে এই জিনিসটা শেয়ার করছি, সো নাথিং টু ওয়ারি, ওখানে সব শো করবে, অ্যাপস এর মধ্যে সব শো করবে।
Okay, I have 2 questions. One, when I'm eating biscuit, is the crunching noise making sound?
Yes.
Can you hear the crunch? Okay,
Yes.
that's sorry for that. Okay. The second thing is,
Yes, you talk.
can we have the? No. Can we have the predictions next time, just as a sort of one image next time in the slideshow, Parvez, just for people to. I'll cross it. I'll do that part, and that's it. Yeah. Can we have that as well? Because people are curious. Let's keep it going. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, unknown gamer, and my apologies, audience, for the chewing noise or the crunching noise. Yeah. Whatever it is. Ashfaq, over to you with this one. In the meantime, I eat my biscuit. Take your time.
So regarding your team, you should play Sanchez. They play West Ham. You should play Aina as well. Tosin, I think, is the first choice left-sided defender right now if he's fit, which Farouz Bhai has said now he's fit. So I believe Tosin will play. Play Ronaldo. He plays Burnley. Van de Ven and Diouf, I think you should bench. Play City and Chelsea respectively. I don't expect them to be clean sheets. Play all of your 5 midfielders. And obviously Bowen and Watkins. Regarding your cap choice, I don't know if you asked it, but Salah, I believe, because you don't have Alan Salah, it's the obvious cap choice. So there's that. Thanks.
Thanks, Ashfaq. Okay, Ian Utkarsh is asking, or not asking really, he's making comment. Kubi kharab game gelo. Yeah, sorry, brother. I think it's just first week. It happens. You have so many chips this time. There's always the opportunity, and this 37 game week left. So a lot of time left to make up, and it's okay. You still have 5 transfers as well. You can save your transfers too, just like last season. So yeah, there's plenty of time to do all the changes and everything. Don't worry about it. Don't let it play too much in your head. Yeah. Okay. Hamim 9 says Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam, and then Nigel Shuzan says hello everyone. Welcome, brother. And then it's Tawheed says Joaquin Fulham means Josh King. Okay, sorry. Josh King Fulham minutes possibility কেমন আছে পারভেজ?
এই মুহূর্তে তো আসলে কেবল গেমিং 1 এখানে এত স্পিড এত আগে এত প্রেডিক্ট করা নট পসিবল, বাট তার খেলার পজিশনিং এবং তার ফিটনেস এবং বয়সটা একটা ব্যাপার, হয়তোবা এটা একটা কনসিডার করতে পারে, কারণ ওই জায়গাটাতে আসলে ওদের বেসিক্যালি স্মিথ রো এই জায়গাটাতে খেলবে আর কি। স্মিথ রো প্রিসিজনে ভালো করছে এবং সেই জায়গাটাতে চেঞ্জ করে আসলে স্মিথ রো আসছিল, যদিও স্মিথ রো অন্য পজিশনে চেঞ্জ হয়ে আসছিল, বাট সে খেলতেছিল পরের দিকে ওই জায়গাটাতে। সো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে তার খেলা খারাপ লাগে না, বাট আমার মনে হয় যে একটু হোল্ড করা, এত তাড়াতাড়ি আসলে না থাকলে জাম্প করে যাওয়া, এটা 4.5 এ আরো অনেক মিডফিল্ডার আছে যার দিকে।
Okay. And then Hamim 9 is asking this question, Ashfaq, over to you. Oh, sorry, this is not a question, this is a comment. Disastrous beginning for me. I think a lot of people had disastrous beginning. Don't let it play too much. There's so many options. There's so many choices this season. There's just points everywhere. Just pick it up. It's okay. It'll be fine. Just staying. It's a test match, huh? It's not a T20. Yeah? This is not a T20. So just play it like a test match. It's okay. Early wicket does not mean end of the test match. Yeah? Okay. Right. Then Mohammad Fuad, welcome, brother. Assalamu alaikum, brothers. Wa alaikum assalam. And then Hamim Nur 9 says, suggest the best captain template of differentials. Okay. Ashfaq, I'll ask you to do this one. Can you? Because you did the captaincy.
Captaincy we've already discussed. I think if you own either Haaland or Salah, whichever you own, I think is the favorite captain here. If you own both, I think Haaland slightly edges out because I think he has the easier opponents. And if you're looking for a differential captain, I think Saka might be a very good differential option because he plays Leeds, and I think he might come do some damage to him.
Sorry, who has the easier opponent? You said I missed.
City.
Okay, I heard Salah for some reason, and I was like, Salah has Newcastle. How can it be an easier opponent? What is he talking about? Or did I miss it? Sorry, Ashfaq. Okay, over to you with this one, Parvez.
India keep or sell, if keep then bench him for Pakistan. আমার মনে হয় যে পাপা মাত্র স্যার এই গেমটা আসলে খেলবে সিটির সাথে, যদিও তার ডেফকন একটু ভালো, বাট ডেফকন অনলি 2 পয়েন্ট, এটা একটা ম্যাটার যে আসলে সে, বাট ইন্ডিয়া হলো পেনাল্টি টেকার এবং এই গেমকে কিন্তু তাদের হোম ম্যাচ আছে, হোম ম্যাচ লাইক, যদিও লাস্ট গেমকে খুব একটা ভালো করতে পারেনি, আশানুরূপ পারফর্ম করতে পারেনি এভারটন, বাট এই ম্যাচে এভারটনের খেলা হয়তো ব্রাইটনের সাথে হোম ম্যাচ, এন্ড দেন তারপরে একটা উৎসের সাথে, এন্ড দেন যেহেতু ইন্ডিয়া টিমের মধ্যে আছে এই যে পেনাল্টি টেকার, আমার মনে হয় কি ফেল, তারপর এখনো আশা হারাতে।
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with a couple of things. One was Sunderland beating West Ham 3-0. I was counting on too many West Ham players. That's one point. And the second thing was Frimpong walked away at 59 minutes when Liverpool still had the clean sheet. The third thing that annoyed me last week was Tarkowski. I had Tarkowski, so he was doing well. Everything was fine. And then somewhere around 87 minutes or 85 minutes, Leeds scores. And yeah, it's all gone. Yeah, if I had got that clean sheet, somebody would not be able to tell me today that, that his team has performed better. Anyway, हर एक कुत्ते का दिन आता है. Every dog has his day. Yeah.
Or year, or decade.
Yes, true. That is also true. Hamim Nur 9 says, Poro or Dio for best 11. Over to you, Ashfaq.
Poro, because with Madison gone, he has the monopoly on set pieces.
At least take a minute.
No,
I have
no,
a
no.
biscuit in my mouth.
Why?
Jaldi kar.
No.
Jaldi,
You should eat faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Aminul Islam is asking full cook keeper sell Parvez.
আমি ফুলপ্রুফের উপর এখনো ভরসা রাখবো, কারণ সে মোস্ট লাইকলি সে পেনাল্টি টেকার, এরকম একটা পসিবিলিটি আছে। সো 6 মিলিয়নের একজন ফরওয়ার্ড যে পেনাল্টি টেকার, তো স্টিল আমি ওর উপর হোপ রাখি। লাস্ট ম্যাচটা যদিও ছিল, বাট যেটা বললাম যে স্টার্টিং এ অনেক এরকম হতে পারে। আমি ওর উপর ভরসা রাখতে চাই, কারণ এই জায়গাটাতে আসলে এই প্রাইস পয়েন্টে হয় আপ হইতে হবে, নাহলে টাউনে তেমন কোনো অপশন ওইরকম আহামরি অপশন নেই, যদিও সামনের দিকে আরো অপশন আসবে। সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি সাজেস্ট করবো যে হোল্ড, আরো ভালো অপশন আসবে।
Okay. Oh, there you go. I was thinking this is a comment, and then I thought, like, why did I bring Ashfaq into the screen? But then I saw the comment is actually about Ashfaq. Okay. People love you, Ashfaq. People love you, and they're going to love you even more because now you're talking so less. It became too serious, Ashfaq. This is so not Ashfaq. I swear on God. I feel a different vibe now. I'm getting a bit uncomfortable here. Yeah. Okay. It's Tawhid, goalkeeper Dubravka, and then what happened? Goalkeeper Dubravka, and then what happened?
ওরা কোশ্চেন ড্রপ করার আগেই চলে গেছে।
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Ashfaq, can you answer this one?
Frimpong on Joao Pedro, I would still give Joao Pedro at least one more game. Joao Pedro's main issue is he has minute risk with Dilap coming in. But regarding between Frimpong and Joao Pedro, Frimpong is the obvious transfer out because he's injured and he won't be available before the international break. At his price point, I believe Ayat Nouri makes a lot of sense to bring him in. Thanks.
Thanks, Ashfaq. This was good because at least I got to finish my biscuit. Then, as Jidan is asking, Parvez.
আমি এই দুজনের মধ্যে ভ্যান ডেভেন এবং বিসাকার মধ্যে আমি আসলে, এটা যেহেতু সিটির সাথে অ্যাওয়ে ম্যাচ খেলবে টটেনহাম, তো আমি বিসাকা হোম ম্যাচ খেলবে চেলসির সাথে। চেলসি কিন্তু লাস্ট ম্যাচটা তো হোমেও খারাপ করছে, বাট আপনার অ্যাটাকিং জায়গাটাতে আসলে আপনি দেখেন যে আপনার মানে নিজেদের প্লেয়ারের মধ্যে ক্লাশ হচ্ছে নাকি, এইটা যদি থাকে, লাইক আপনার টিমে পোরো আছে, পেড্রো পোরো আছে, না সরি জোয়াও পেড্রো আছে এবং চেলসির পালমার আছে, তাহলে বিসাকাকে খেলানো উচিত হবে। এইটার ক্ষেত্রে আমি বলতাম যে প্লাস যদি ক্লাস ওইরকম বড় ক্লাস না থাকে, যেমন আপনার টিমে যদি হ্যালান রেঞ্জার্স এর মতো প্লেয়ার থাকে, তাহলে আপনি ভ্যান্ডেভেনকে খেলাবেন, দুজনেই ভালো। আমি পার্সোনালি হোম টিম ওয়ান বিসাকার উপর যাব।
Thanks for this. Okay. Akib is then saying, I had 49 points, nearly 7 million rank. That's okay. I have two as well, so don't worry. It's all fine. Are hold on. Are Ashfaq, people are making weird comments about you. I think there is an ongoing propaganda online where people
I agree.
And people are discussing about the fact that you go around spying others' team. And I think I saw one of the videos circulating on social media where one guy, he was wearing a Liverpool green color jersey. I think it was a Liverpool jersey, or maybe it was I don't know which club. Anyway, which club doesn't matter, but it was a green color jersey. And yeah, he was talking about how some managers, they go around spying in their banking league and stuff like that. I think he works in a bank as well, so I'm not sure. But anyway, there's a lot of propaganda going around about you.
True. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, and I think people are just catching up with all those propaganda, and then they're trying to refer it to you. Naidal Shujan, I think you should stop saying all these kind of things, because Ashfaq actually is a good guy, and he never does this kind of thing. So I don't know why you're talking about stalking. I think that's a bit of an harassment of Ashfaq here. So I think I should ask you to kindly just refrain from making such comments in the future. This was Ashfaq basically doesn't really bother about anybody else's team. Yeah. So Nigel shouldn't just stay away, brother. Okay. Yeah, and then it's about me. Yeah, I don't play fantasy.
You are the
I
fantasy.
don't play fantasy. I am the fantasy. Wow, I am the fantasy. Well, what a comment.
Wow. Yeah, I see red flashes in those cheeks right now. I see red.
Here,
Right,
here,
a bit to the left. Here, right here. Yeah,
here,
right here.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, right here.
Should I make it just come closer a little bit?
No, it's fine. But just so you know, maybe you can wipe it off a bit, or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of blush on here. I just put a bit of makeup today, so yeah.
Yeah, that is
It's
why
been
you
a
are
while,
the
no?
That is why you are the fantasy.
I am the fantasy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Only nothing.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Then Ashraful Islam Bhai is asking Gaikores Pama Salah. Over to you.
Me?
Yeah, you're on the screen.
Between them, Salah is the obvious choice. But if you want to go for a differential between those, you might go for Palmer. But Salah is the popular and the favorite option.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ashfaq. Thanks. Then Apurva Chaudhary is asking, 𝐬𝐻𝐬𝐻 কে স্টার্ট করবে পারভেজ?
এই যে সিচুয়েশনটা আসলে এখনো ট্রিকি। সে আসলে এখন ক্রিস্টালের প্লেয়ার না, আসলে নিউক্যাসলের আর্সেনালের প্লেয়ার, এটা একটা ব্যাপার। সো এরকম সিচুয়েশনে আমি পার্সোনালি মনে করি, যেহেতু এখনো অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট আসে নাই, এমনও হইতে পারে যে আসলে সে আর্সেনালের হয়ে স্টার্ট করবে না, এটা মোটামুটি আর এইরকম ক্ষেত্রে ক্রিস্টালও তাকে খেলাবে না। এটার কারণ হলো তাকে ছাড়াই যেহেতু খেলতে হবে, সো তখন তাকে হয়তো মোস্ট লাইকলি এই গেমকে হয়তো বা কোনো টিমের দিকেই না নামতে পারে, বাট এর ব্যতিক্রম হইতে পারে। বাট আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে এই গেমকে স্টার্ট করবে।
I don't think he has a play. I don't think he has a play. Even if he completes his transfer to Arsenal, I think he will only come off the bench. He won't play for Palace because next match is the Europa League match or the Conference League match, I forget. So if he plays for Palace, then he might be cup tied and whatnot, etc. Might be Europe.
Just too many conflicts out there. Okay, over to you with this one, Ashfaq. Unfortunately, this time you got a big one, and I also ran short of biscuits. So perhaps I should just go and get another packet of biscuits, so that in the meantime you can take this over. Over to you, Ashfaq.
Brighton. Who does Brighton play? Brighton plays against Everton. Everton. They play Everton. So you have Diop, Chelsea, Ronaldo, Burnley, Cooper, Everton. And it is Burnley, Palmer, Jorginho, Water, King, forward, Helen, Ben Stiller, View, Van Leeuwen, Anderson. Okay, Anderson is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means Anderson is Fulham's Anderson, right? And Fulham plays United. I think your starting 11 looks okay. This is something I would have done as well. But I do believe you are a bit short on the midfield part of it. So there's work to be done. But either way, for this week, I think we should play this team. Salah should be your obvious captain. You have Haaland as well. Haaland should be your obvious captain. I think because you have both, I think you can do some damage with the Haaland captaincy here. But otherwise, I think this is the best 11 you can play. So you should go for it. Thanks.
Thanks, Ashfaq. Is this a comment? Okay. This is a comment, right? Okay. Just passing a comment. Advice. Okay. Not a comment, advice. All right. Akib Al Mujib is asking this question. Parvez, over to you.
ফ্রিম্পং ইনজুর্ড, এটা আসলে লাস্ট গেমেও তার একটা হ্যামস্ট্রিং ইনজুরির মতন বা একটা টাইট কশন ছিল, সেখানে টিউশনারি তাকে আসলে উঠায় নেওয়া হয়েছিল 65 মিনিটে। বাট রাইট উইং এর কে খেলবে এটা আসলে আমার মনে আলেকজান্ডার ইজাক নট পসিবল। ইসাক তো চলে গেছে। আর সবচেয়ে বড় কথা হলো যে কে খেলবে এটা নিয়ে আসলে ওয়ারি হওয়ার কিছু নেই, কারণ লিভারপুলে অনেক প্লেয়ার আছে যারা এই পজিশনে খেলতে পারে, অনেক প্লেয়ার আছে। সো নাথিং টু ওয়ারি। আসলে কে খেলবে এটা এখনো নট শিওর, বাট অনেক প্লেয়ার আছে, তাদের অনেক ভালো ভালো প্লেয়ার এই জায়গাটাতে আছে। আই থিঙ্ক এদের মধ্যে কেউ একজন খেলে।
সিমিকাস আছে না?
সিমিকাস লেফট খেলে, সিমিকাস রাইটও খেলতে পারে, এটাই আমি বলতেছি যে অনেক প্লেয়ার আছে ওখানে, গোমেজও খেলতে পারে, ইভেন ওদের ডিফেন্সিভ যে মিডফিল্ডার গুলো আছে ওরাও ওই জায়গাটাতে আসে খেলতে পারে। সো অনেক অপশন আছে, নাথিং টু ওয়ারি।
Connor Bradley has trained with
হ্যাঁ, সো
trained
ব্রাডলিও
with
স্টার্ট
Turkey.
করবে।
So
Even
Bradley should start. If he doesn't start, I think Gomez will start.
yeah, গোমেজ আছে।
Okay, I'm looking forward to the next big question because my two biscuits are waiting for me. Okay, Ashfaq, over to you with this one question from Nigel Shujot.
I don't know how is this a question. Am I to pick between these two or this four?
Yeah. It's a meme question from Nigel Shujot.
Right. On the long run, I really rate Poro highly. With Madison gone, he has the monopoly on set pieces, which means his point stealing is very, very high. In the shorter run, I like Nico Williams. The short run fixtures are very good till game week 5 or 6. So there's that. Dorgu, I think, will come good over the season, but I don't really rate United's defense at the moment. So I think he's a wait and watch for me. Diop, I think, again, a wait and watch, but at 4.5, he has looked very good in the preseason, and he can be a very good option as your fourth or fifth defender if you can afford him.
Okay, thanks. And then Shomik Paul is asking this question, Dorgu or Aina. So over to you, Parvez.
ডর্গো খেলবে ফুলহ্যামের সাথে, এটা একটা ব্যাপার। আর ইয়েটা খেলবে হলো ক্রিস্টালের সাথে। ক্রিস্টালের যেহেতু এই গেমকে সম্ভবত কনফারেন্স বা এদিকে লিগের কোয়ালিফাই ম্যাচ আছে, সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি আসলে এই পিকচারে একে খেলাই দেব, আইনাকে খেলাই দেব পার্সোনালি।
Okay, Ashfaq, another question about Frimpong.
It is true. It's a valid point that you have made that Frimpong, theoretically will be out for 2 game weeks because the international break will come on. But you need to consider 2 things, such as that Arne Slot has said that he won't be back before the international break, but there is no guarantee that he will be back after international break, right? He might have some, delays in him coming back, and which means he might have a extended injury break at his end as well. So also, if Connor Bradley does good, which means they do not need to rush Frimpong back anyway. There's that, and also Frimpong is a very, on the expensive side of a defender. He's 6 million, and likely over the next 2 game weeks or 3 game weeks, his price is also decrease. I mean, his price is also might decrease to as low as 5.7 or 5.8, I believe. So I don't think it makes much sense to hold him at the moment because there's no guarantee he will be back after 2 weeks. But other than that, if you have other priorities in your team that needs to be taken care of, Frimpong can definitely wait. But I don't think it makes sense to hold him at the moment.
All right, thanks, Ashfaq. Thanks for that. I think the next question after this is a big one. So Ashfaq, you can take your time to answer that one. Parvez, over to you with this one from 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐻𝐿.
আসলে এই জায়গাটাতে আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে সে ম্যাকনিল থেকে 6 মিলিয়নের এখানে আসলে মার্টিনেলি আমার কাছে মনে হয় না যে মার্টিন, আমি আর্সেনালের যদি আপনি অ্যাসেট নিতে চান তাহলে আমি লাইক টু গো উইথ রাইস। রাইসে যাচ্ছে ডিপকন অপশন, পেনাল্টি না সে কর্নার নিচ্ছে, ফ্রি কিক নাই ডি বক্সের আগে থেকে। সো আমার কাছে মনে হয় মার্টিনেলির চাইতে বেটার অপশন এই সিজনে আসলে রাইস। সো রাইস যদি আর্সেনাল ব্যাকআপ নিতে চান রাইস -4 আর একটা হলো 1/4 ডিফেন্ডার
Oh.
এন্ড -4 হিট। সো আমি 4 মিলিয়নের ডিফেন্ডার আমার কাছে যেটা ভালো হচ্ছে যে গাডমুনসন কে আমার কাছে খুব ভালো মনে হচ্ছে 4 মিলিয়নে। রেনল্ডো could be a very good interesting option, and then another one his name is বার্নলের একজন ডিফেন্স হার্টম্যান একটা ভালো অপশন, এবং 4 মিলিয়নে হইবার একটা ভালো অপশন। সো এরা লটস অফ অপশন 4.0 মিলিয়ন। সো মাইনাস হিট নিতে যাব না ভাই, আমি মাইনাস হিট এই মুহূর্তে আসলে নিতে পক্ষপাতী। সো ওয়ান ট্রান্সফার কর।
Okay. Thanks, Parvez. Then the next question comes in, and I will hand it over to Ashfaq. Ashfaq, over to you.
So your first 11 will consist of a 3-4-3 formation with Sales, Cucurella, Poro, and either one of I think Bisaka will make sense rather than Xavier or Ronaldo, because I think Bisaka might have a higher ceiling. I would say the 4 midfielders in Salah, Palmer, Rogers, and Kudus. Anderson would be my first bench, and Wood, Shaw, Pedro, and Bowen. It's still early to transfer out Bowen, so I would advise against that. You would give him at least one more week. Evanilson, although still has great pictures, so do keep an eye on him. So this week, I would suggest that save your transfer, give Bowen one more week, and then move on to your next transfer option. Captaincy would obviously be Salah. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Ashfaq.
You had your biscuit?
Then,
I'll give you time to have your biscuit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the next one, what I would do is I'll just take this, I'll spin it, and then I'll take it out. I'll show you the cream, and then I'll lick it as well. It's just that I'm not being able to relish it.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
that is why you are the fantasy.
Yeah, that's true. Akib Al-Mujib is saying Ghono football equals to Grass FC plus Analytics FC. I think I don't know. No comment. Parvez, any comments?
No.
Okay, Watkins cap. Aminul Islam is asking. Over to you, Parvez.
অবশ্যই ওয়াটকিন্স কে ক্যাপ হিসাবে, যেখানে ব্রেনফোর্ডের সাথে তার পারফরমেন্স ওয়াটকিন্স এর ভালো, ওয়াটকিন্স এগেইনস্ট ব্রেনফোর্ড খুবই ভালো পারফরমেন্স। কোচ চেঞ্জ হয়েছে, এটা একটা ব্যাপার, সেই ক্ষেত্রে আরো সুবিধা। ব্রেনফোর্ড লাস্ট গেমটাতে খুব একটা ভালো করতে পারেনি, যদি ওয়াটকিন্সরাও তেমন করতে পারে, বাট ডিফারেন্সিয়াল হিসাবে আপনি এখানে ট্রাই করতেই পারেন। যেটা সালাহ অ্যাজ বলতেছিল, যে সালাহ ইজ এ ভেরি গুড অপশন, ইভেন হ্যালান্ড কুড বি ভেরি গুড অপশন, even Arsenal asset could be a very good option. So Semedo could be a very good option. So Watkins also a very good option. So এগুলাতে যাওয়া যাইতে পারে।
Okay, Brentford is a good option.
Yeah, opponent Brentford is a very good option.
Okay, opponent Brentford is a good option. Okay, now I get your point. You know what? When I saw Brentford playing this time, that day, this Brentford looks so different. This is not the Thomas Frank Brentford.
Yeah.
This is not really the Thomas Frank Brentford. I have a feeling, and I quite strongly feel it, Brentford might get relegated this time.
Might be.
They lost Mbomo. They don't have Tony. They have issues with Visa. They have lost Thomas.
Likely leave to Newcastle.
And they have lost Thomas Frank, the man who actually did it. So, the impact of a manager is kind of evident from Sir Alex Ferguson's departure and all that. But I think now you'll see it also happening with Brentford. They might just get relegated.
They need to replace the goals, but they have not, brought in any replacement for their talisman. So there's that.
Yeah, but Brentford has
been injured for 2 years now.
Who?
Thiago.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, listen, Brentford has a very good analytical team, yeah? And Brentford has succeeded because of their analytics of identifying players with potential from very beginning. So while they might struggle this season, and even if they don't get relegated, they might struggle this season and they might survive. Next season they'll be back. Even if they do get relegated, they will still survive. They'll come back again. Yeah, it's not a team that you will completely forget, and it's not like okay, that's it, done. But yeah, they're going to struggle this season, and I have a feeling they might lose it as well. Okay, but I might be totally wrong, so don't hold me to it. Yeah. Okay, Parvit, over to you with this one. Ashfaq.
I would advance against it. I still rate Salah highly. He is almost 60% owned. So if Salah scores high and you don't own Salah, it will likely cost you. So I would not advise to this.
All right. Yeah, Ashfaq, thanks for that comment on WhatsApp. Thanks for the comment. I just couldn't stop laughing. Okay. Parvez, over to you with this one.
ফ্রিপং এর রিপ্লেসমেন্ট আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে সেম প্রাইস পয়েন্টে ফ্রিপং এর রিপ্লেসমেন্ট হলো ভ্যান ডাইক। এটা একটা ভালো অপশন। আর যদি আমি ফিকচারকে টার্গেট করে যাই সেই ক্ষেত্রে আরেকটা জিনিস, সেটা আয়াতকুরি একটা ভালো অপশন হতে পারে যদি সেম প্রাইসে হয়, কারণ আয়াতকুরির ফিকচারও ভালো। আর যদি ডাউন হতে হয় তাহলে পুরো ইজ এ ভেরি আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে পুরো ফিকচারও ভালো। আরেকজন ডেফকন মনস্টার টার্কোস্কি, সে খেললেই সবসময় বিপিএস এ খুব, আর বিপিএস এবং অলসো ডেফকন চার্টও ভালো আসে। টার্কোস্কি আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে খুব একটা খারাপ অপশন। বাট এনিওয়ে এতগুলো অপশন আসলে কনফিউজিং, তো আমি পুরো যাইতে যাবো। আপনি যেহেতু পুরোর কথা মেনশন করছেন, পুরো ইজ এ গুড অপশন।
Okay. Then Akib Mujib is asking this one. What do you think about Rico Lewis versus Nori versus Gvardiol? Over to you with this one. There's hardly any big question. What's the surprise? Because I've been waiting for big questions to come, and then I can eat my biscuit and stuff like that. Because this biscuit that I have, right? No, but this biscuit that I have, I'll show you. This biscuit that I have is a very addictive one because it's a cheese plus chili biscuit on it with the cream. So it has this mukrochok bhab. It has this mukrochok bhab, when it's not just crunchy, it's also mukrochok. So that's the problem. And once you eat one, you keep eating the other one. So that's the problem. So now I'm waiting for these big questions to come, and audience are not sending the big questions, and no one can read just one. Yeah, that's true. Okay, over to you with this one, Ashfaq.
Well, Gvardiol is he was not fit for the first game week. I don't know how fit he will be for the second game week. So Gvardiol is a bit of a risky punt at the moment. Rico Lewis, I think, has established himself as the first choice right back, but Pep being Pep, he might play Kusanov there, he might play Matthew Nunes there. So he is also prone to rotation. I really like 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐷. I think he can be a mainstay in the Pep team. I think he will start most matches. He has very good attacking potential, and as we have seen from the statistics, he has good defensive contributions as well. So among these three, I would really rate 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐷 first, followed by Rico Lewis, then Gvardiol, because I believe Gvardiol has the most number of competition for his position, and also because there's some issues with his fitness, he might not start immediately.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. New question from Nigel Sujan. Parvez?
আমি কোশ্চেনটা দেখছি, আমি বেঞ্চ মোটামুটি ঠিক করেই ফেলছি। স্ট্যাভে একটা বেঞ্চ হবে, এবং আরেকটা প্লেয়ারের মধ্যে আমি কনফিউশন ডরগু আর ডিফো। সো অপোনেন্ট প্লেয়ার আমার যারা খেলবে, যেমন ডিফোর এগনেস্টে আসলে পালমার খেলবে আমার টিমে আছে কিনা, এই জিনিসগুলো আমি চেক করবো। বাট যদি স্ট্যাটিক্যালি যদি আমি চেস করি, তাহলে আমি ডেফোর দিকে যাবো। বিকজ অফ তার আমি একটা স্ট্যাট বলি, তাহলে হয়তো বা বুঝতে পারবো। যদিও ওয়েস্ট হাম এই ম্যাচে হারছে, বাট ডেফো 2টা চান্স ক্রিয়েট করছে, 3টা গোল অ্যাটেম্প। সো ইট ইজ কোয়াইট আমার চোখে পড়ছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি ডেফোতে যাবো, ডরগুকে বেঞ্চ করব।
Thanks, Parvez, for finishing this one. Ashfaq, over to you with this one, and I'm now going to eat my biscuit. I swear on water. have a look at my screen and you can enjoy listening, audience. This is a commercial break. So while you listen to the answer,
Shiner
over to you.
you're playing. Shiner, your playing 11 looks good. I would captain Salah. I would not do any transfers at this moment because this is a decent team to rate. So I would still rate this team as around 8 out of 10. So there you go. Thanks.
Next.
Thanks, Ashpat. I think this is a comment. Then Jawad Chaudhary is asking this question. Parvez, over to you with this one.
আসলে এটা আমার জার্সি নিয়ে কথা হয়েছে, বাট আমি যেটা বললাম যে আমি
যে একটা ফ্যান্টাসি সেটা নিয়ে কথা হয়েছে।
আর আমার কাছে আসলে খেলাটাই মুখ্য। আমি আসলে খুব বড় অন্ধভক্ত না, কোনো জিনিসেরই আসলে অন্ধভক্ত না। লাইক রিয়াল মাদ্রিদের ফ্যান, বাট একদম রিয়াল মাদ্রিদের খুব অন্ধভক্ত না, বাট রিয়াল মাদ্রিদের খেলা আমার ভালো লাগে। দ্যাটস ওয়াই আমি রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ এন্ড অলসো আর্সেনাল, ম্যানচেস্টার ইউনাইটেড, এগুলো টিমের খেলাও ভালো লাগে। এটার কারণে আসলে আর নাজিম তো ফ্যান্টাসি, এটা তো আসলে আগেও আকিব মেনশন করেছে, তো যাওয়াত অলসো। বাট লিভারপুল ফ্যান, আসলে লিভারপুল তো আসলে এইখানে আছে, এই জায়গাতে ভেতরে। সো জার্সি ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার।
Yeah, I don't play fantasy. I mean, why do people associate me? I'm just a host. You see me analysis? Do you see me doing any analysis? I don't do any analysis. I don't do anything. Fantasy is played by Ashfaq. Fantasy is played by Parvez. Fantasy is played by Saif. I'm just a guy who just comes here and does the hosting. So I don't play fantasy.
Goes on rants.
Well, what rants did I go on? You have any evidence, Ashfaq?
Did you mean Rayat Ayat Nuri ran?
Ran. Yeah, good one, Parvez.
না ঠিক আছে, আমি কিছু ট্রিগার ওয়ার্ড বলবো, ঠিক আছে? ট্রিগার ওয়ার্ড বলবো, যেমন হইতেছে গিয়ে নীল মপে হচ্ছে গিয়ে নাদিম ভাই আলটিমেট হচ্ছে গিয়ে ফেভারিট প্লেয়ার, ঠিক আছে? নাদিম ভাই হচ্ছে গিয়ে ফ্রান্সে গেছিল, ঠিক আছে? নীল মপের হইতেছে গিয়ে সাথে সরাসরি দেখা করার জন্য। সে নীল মপের হচ্ছে এত বড় প্লেয়ার। নাদিম ভাই ফেভারিট গোলকিপার হইতেছে গিয়ে জর্ডান পিকফোর্ড, ঠিক আছে? জর্ডান পিকফোর্ডের সে এত বড় ফ্যান, সে ইংল্যান্ড ফ্যান হইছে জর্ডান পিকফোর্ডের খেলা হয়, ঠিক আছে? তো আপনি মানে মনিটরটা বন্ধ করতে চান? কিন্তু আমি আবার লাল দেখতে পাচ্ছি আপনাকে। Right here.
There's biscuit in my mouth. There's biscuit in my mouth.
Don't choke.
Wow. 3 trigger words. Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, Nadim ভাই favorite national team হচ্ছে ফ্রান্স। সে ছোটবেলা থেকে ফ্রান্সের ইনফ্যাক্ট হচ্ছে কি সে যে আপনার যে জামাটাও পরে আছে, এটা হচ্ছে কি রেলেভেন্ট টু দ্য ফ্রান্স জার্সি। সে কত বড় ফ্যান, সে ফ্রান্সের মানে কালার পরে সে ঘুমায়, সে ফ্রান্সের কালার পরে সে ঘুমায়, সে এত বড় ফ্রান্সের ফ্যান। মুভিং অন টু দ্য পট।
Thanks, Ashfaq. I won't go. I will tempt. You know, there is a saying. I don't know if many of you have read the Bible and knows the Bible. Yeah. But there is a prayer, like, you know, we have this Surah Fatiha, right? So Bible also has this sort of a prayer at the very beginning. And in one of those sentences, it says, do not bring us to temptations and deliver us from evil. It's something like, you know, Sirat al-Mustaqim and, you know, all that. But yeah, do not bring us to temptations. Yeah. So I will remember that line, and right now I will just avoid any temptation here. Yeah. Okay. This is Parvez, over to you with this one. If you give me time, then I will.
আগের কোশ্চেন কি আশফাক অ্যানসার হয়ে গেছিল? ওই যে যেটা ফিট কমের।
না।
This one we didn't answer. Sorry.
Okay, so
For
Mhm.
এটা আমার না?
Go on.
Mhm.
For Frimpong, I believe the best replacement, if you're considering Arsenal, would be Gabriel, because he's one of the best goal scoring centre backs in the league. Calafiori is not nailed because he will have good competition from Lewis Kelly. So there's a bit of risk there.
Okay, Tazid Rahman, I'm sorry, brother. I missed your without your question being answered. I kind of moved on. It's not my fault. You saw how I was, given so many temptations to react, and how some people use so many trigger words and stuff like that. And that kind of distracted me a bit. So I got distracted and I completely forgot to take your questions. But yeah, my apologies for that. Yeah, not my fault. Again, blame it on Ashfaq. Yeah. Okay. Parvez, thanks for reminding me, and this is your question, of course.
সো কোয়েশ্চেনে আমি যেটা দেখছি যে টিমটা দেখছি ভাই, আমি ট্রান্সফারের জন্য আমি যদি বলি, এখানে ফ্রিম্পং যেহেতু একটা 6 মিলিয়নের খুব অনেক দাম আটকে আছে, তো এই জায়গাতে ফ্রিম্পং এর ট্রান্সফার আমি একটু আগে বলছিলাম যে আমি এই জায়গাটাতে 6 মিলিয়নের প্লেয়ার হলে আমি আয়াতুরি একটা অপশন আছে, ইভেন আর্সেনাল অপশন, গ্যাব্রিয়েল একটা অপশন, এরা যাইতে পারেন, অথবা আপনার টিমে যেহেতু পেট্রো পোরো আছে, তার কুস্কি একটা অপশন পেতে পারে, ইভেন 4.5 এ অনেক ভালো ভালো অপশন আছে। বাট আমি মেনশন করছি যে এই প্লেয়ারগুলো এইটাতে আপনি দিতে পারেন। আর বেঞ্চিং এর ক্ষেত্রে যাদেরকে বেঞ্চ করবেন, আমি সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমি ডোরবুকে এখানে বেঞ্চ করব, এবং ডিফেন্সে আর একজন প্লেয়ারকে, ইভেন আপনি ফ্রিপংকে বসাও রাখতে পারেন, এটা আপনার ডিজায়ার, আপনি যেটা ঠিক করবেন। সো আমি ডোরবুকে এখানে বেঞ্চ করতাম, রেইনল্ডোকে আমি খেলাইতাম, জিওফকে হয়তো বা এখানে বেঞ্চ করতাম এই টিমের ক্ষেত্রে। রেইনল্ডো খেলবে হয়তো বার্নলের সাথে, আমি জিওফ এন্ড ডোরবুকে বেঞ্চ করতাম, ফ্রিপংকে ট্রান্সফার করতাম, এবং আর যে কুলকি ডেফিনেটলি আমি ডুব্রাকাকে বেঞ্চ করে সানচেজকে খেলাইতাম, বাট ডুব্রাকাও নট এ ব্যাড অপশন। ফরওয়ার্ড লাইনে আমি পেপে, মাতাসার এবং ফুলক্রুকের মধ্যে ডিসাইড করতাম কাকে খেলাবো কাকে খেলাবো না। সেক্ষেত্রে আমি যদি সানচেজকে গুলকি রাখি, তাহলে ফুলক্রুককে খেলাইতাম, মানে ফুলক্রুককে আমি খেলাইতাম না, আর ডুব্রাকা খেললে ডেফিনেটলি ফুলক্রুককে খেলাইতাম। তো পেপে, মাতাসার এবং ফুলক্রুকের মধ্যে এই দুইটার উপরে ডিপেন্ড করবে। আর ফুলক্রুককে আপনি এখানে আগায় রাখতে পারেন, আমি পার্সোনালি আগায় রাখবো, বিকজ অফ পেনাল্টি। আর ক্যাপ্টেন অবভিয়াসলি সালাহ এন্ড সাকার মধ্যে ডিসাইড করব। আমি দুজনে হইলে আমি সালাহ সাকার মধ্যে ডিসাইড করতাম।
Okay, thanks, Parvez. Then Ashraful Islam by saying Frimpong. Okay, Sharaf Juhair is asking. Over to you, Ashfaq.
I don't know if benching Anderson means Anderson from Nottingham Forest or Anderson from Fulham. So I'm assuming it's from Nottingham Forest because Anderson from Nottingham Forest seems to be the more popular choice. I think if I were in this situation, I would play Muro and Hartman. Hartman is a very attacking left back, and Burnley has had a very good championship season in terms of clean sheets. So I have high hopes for Burnley, although their main keeper has moved on to City. But if I were you, I would rather play Murillo and Hartman. Anderson is a defensive midfield, so I think his points and is much less. And Poro, although his ceiling is still good, he plays City, and I believe City will score more than one goal against Spurs.
Thanks, Ashfaq. Akibal Mujib is then saying, I missed pick 3. Need to up my game a bit. Yes, you need to. If you're not playing and you're watching the podcast, was the fun. Parvez, question from Tazid Rahman then.
Okay, so আমি এখানে আসলে প্লেইং স্টাইল নিয়ে কথা আসছে, যে ওয়েস্ট হ্যাম এবং অ্যাস্টন ভিলা লাস্ট ম্যাচে খেলা দেখে অনেকেই হতাশ। তো ফার্স্ট গেমে কি আসলে এরকম হতাশা আসবে, কারণ প্রথম গেমে কি আসলে ক্লাবগুলোর প্লেইং স্টাইল গুলা অনেক কিছু করে। বাট আমি এই দুইজন কোচের উপর, অর্থাৎ ওয়েস্ট হ্যাম এবং অ্যাস্টন ভিলার কোচের উপর আমি দারুণ আস্থা রাখতে পারি। এইটুকু আপনি বলবেন, এরা খুব দ্রুত মুভ করে, মানে চেঞ্জ হয়ে আসবে, হতাশ হওয়ার কিছু নাই। ওয়েস্ট হ্যাম এন্ড অ্যাস্টন ভিলার ব্যাক হবে ওরা, কারণ তাদের কোচরা দুজনেই ভালো। আমার কাছে মনে হয় না যে খুব একটা প্রবলেম হবে নেক্সট ডে, একটু সময় দেন ঠিক হয়ে যাবে।
Thanks, Parvez. Then Farhan is asking this question. Over to you, Ashfaq. And this is the last question, by the way, that comes in before 12:05. Okay. After that, the next question comes in at 12:06. So we can move fast after this.
So regarding your team, I think saving the FT makes sense. Captaincy would obviously be Salah because you don't own Haaland. So Salah would be the obvious captaincy player. And regarding your playing 11, I would play a 3-5-2 here. Bench Dubravka for obvious reasons. I would play Aina. I would play Tosin. Ronaldo and Van de Ven, I would probably bench. Diouf I would play because he seems to be a very attacking fullback. Might have an assist or defensive contributions to him as well. So I would play Diouf. Play all five midfielders and obviously play Watkins and Bowen. And cap Salah and save the FT. Yeah, that is something I would do as well. So there we go. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Ashfaq.
I have answered this.
Which one?
This last question, I feel I've answered this before. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter, even if you did. Okay, just let me bring this one. Saurabh, thanks so much for the wonderful comment. Really appreciate this feedback. Yeah, we are trying to make the podcast shorter. If you look at our podcast, we don't talk more than 45 minutes. I think we have kept it down to 45 to 50 minutes, which is max. This is including all the fun that we have and everything. But if you look at the overall length of the podcast, that's because for 1.5 hours, we just answer your guys' questions. If we bring this into the podcast, then the podcast becomes long. The topic never gets discussed. Yeah. So we do the podcast and then we do it. So yeah, thanks for that. I don't know how short we can make it. I think anything beyond 45 minutes is not really a discussion at all. It's basically just a bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Take this, take that, take this, take that. And I think there's too many podcasts doing that anyway. So for the content, to make it a little bit professional, I think we have really worked on our content this time. I think there's so many seriously good work that is being done by the people and the folks behind the scene. And I think they have done the designs very well. I think the color combinations have improved. The background have improved. Yeah, so I don't know what else to make it. I don't know what else you mean by professional, but if you can specify that, that would be very nice, because then we can try and, say like, okay, this is what it is, what you were trying to suggest. Because otherwise we can just keep saying everything is not professional. Yeah, I understand when you say professional, and I honestly feel this time our content overall looks brilliant. And, I mean, just to bring it up, to be honest, just this.
আমাদের ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডের কথা বলতেছি, not content-এর background. Like
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, if I don't know, আমাদের background কথা, okay, that we can always try and change, because sorry, but we've been spending so much money over the last 5 years without actually even earning one single buck. So if you guys start giving us lots of stars, we are happy to change. But I think we are spending way too much money on this podcast already without actually getting anything. Sometimes we don't even get likes. Yeah. Sometimes we get nothing. We are giving you the prize money. We are giving you this. We are giving you that. We have a professional Twitter. We have a professional StreamYard and everything, and we get nothing. So yeah, if you give us stars and if you are paying us money, we are happy to change it. It's not like this is going to be a livelihood, but there's a limit to how much we can spend for free stuff, right? That's the thing. So if you're talking about the background of this content, yeah, look at it. I don't think so there is anything wrong with this. I think this looks really good. This really looks good. Before it was just a plain green color without actually any sort of combination. But now I think it looks much better. When it comes to our background, yeah, look at Ashfaq's background, my background, and Parvez's background. I think only Parvez is working on his background. I really don't have the time to change my background because I have 2 kids over here running around. I don't think so. My background will remain a background. Yeah. I keep changing my background because in my walls, there's always this A, B, C, D stickman drawn and everything. It's all markers, this, that. There's numbers, teacher পড়াইতে চাই, all that. My son goes around reading all the signboards written on the wall, and he remembers that, and then he comes and does the same thing in my house. Mannan sir, ইংরেজি পড়াইতে চাই, and all that numbers, you have it in my house written in the walls. I swear on God, I'm not kidding. So you want me to show you that? I'm happy to show you, but I can also have a cartoon as well. That would be an interesting, like Mannan sir Ingreji poraite chai as a background, right? But for Ashfaq, I think it's the same problem. I get it. It's what we can do, brother. But thanks for the suggestions, really. We appreciate it. It's not. We are not trying to be harsh, and we are not trying to be, idiotic about it, yeah, or ignorant about it. But it's just the circumstances don't allow us. Yeah. All right.
So
Okay.
Just to chip in.
Go on.
So, Shorafal, first of all, we always appreciate any feedback or any criticism. So we take it as constructive criticism, because we always want to strive to make this show or make ourselves better. Of course, we can, do better, and this is probably the 5th or 6th season of the show that we're running. Sixth season of the show that is running, and I don't know if you have been with us from the beginning or not, but definitely we have, of course, improved ourselves in terms of how we speak, and what we show, and how we interact with each other, etc. We have worked on that. We have worked on this, etc. And we have come a long way in this 5 or 6 years in terms of how we provide the contents and interact with our viewers and whatnot. In the beginning, it was just a Zoom recorded show. Then we went, we bought StreamYard. We went, this live show. That we've always worked on new things. One thing you have to understand is that none of us here are professional podcasters. None of us here. We have our full, professional jobs, doing, which is why sometimes Saif and I are not able to make it. We have our family life. We have our professional lives. Even there have been times where I had to go out of the middle of a pod because I had to go and work, and I could not come back. And Saif at the last minute had to do something, emergency. So there's that. So you're not professional podcasters. So there will be that probably gaps in terms of what you see in professional podcasters elsewhere, and what you see in ourselves. But definitely we try to do things better. We are trying to do things better. How we are trying to make the content better, and obviously this is our 6th season. I think from the 5th season to the 6th season, we have already in terms of improved. Nothing by has kept complimenting me. I don't speak as much this season as I have last season, so there's that as well. So of course, every season has been a little bit of improvement for us, and that is how we have reached where we are today. It was not a 1 or 2 day journey. It has taken a lot of perseverance and a lot of patience from our end, I'm sure from our audiences ends as well. And this will only get better with time. But then again, if you want to compare ourselves with the professional podcasters in terms of how they speak, their contents, and their backgrounds, etc., there might be something lacking, because at the end of the day, that is something I think that we will struggle with, because none of us are professional podcasters in the first place. So feedback is appreciated. We will definitely work on that. Thanks again. We please continue to provide more, so that we can take this into hindsight and see where we can do better.
Well, there's also this argument, Ashfaq. When you talk about professional podcasters take comments only that is paid. Professional podcasters, you have to pay them. It's super chat. It's called super chat on YouTube. Yeah, you have to pay them super chat.
Still, maybe
no. Just let's talk it from a professional point of view. And I'm just saying, and I'm so not. This is not a criticism to Saurabh at all. This is not a criticism to our audience at all. I'm just saying, when you talk about professional podcasters, they will only answer your questions when you're paying them. Otherwise, they're not taking your questions. Yeah, you can keep commenting as many times as you want. They'll keep ignoring it. Yeah. They'll only take when they see a dollar sign or a pound sign over there, and then they'll take it. Yeah, because that's what they read. We don't. We read everybody's comments, even if it is a repeated question. We do, and I think that's where we cross that threshold of professional and not professional. We're trying to be more friendly and trying to be buddies. But yeah, perhaps we should also, Saurabh Paul has given us a very good idea that perhaps next time when people start commenting, if there is no star in the comment, you're not taking. Anyway, we'll think about that later. Al-Sharif, okay, now let's get into the quick rounds because this is it. We are into 12:06 now time. Yeah. Yeah, Parvez has started already. Parvez has already started. So, yeah, over to you, Parvez, with this one.
Salah.
Okay. Then, walaikum assalam, brother. Alabin Chaudhary, how are you? And then over to you with this one, Ashfaq.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Watkins is a hold this week.
Okay. And then Saurabh Paul is saying, Bruno onek deep khelo mone holo Bruno keeper sell. Parvez?
Keep him. কারণ সে 1 পয়েন্টের জন্য DEFCON বোনাস পায় এবং গেম 3 থেকে তার ফিচার ভালো হচ্ছে। সো keep him.
Engagement. Okay, that's the correction that he said. No, thanks, Saurabh Paul. Thanks for the brilliant comment. Really made us think. Alamin Chaudhary is asking this question. Ashfaq?
Frimpong 2, my favorite is right now Ayatul Nuri.
Okay. Parvez, question from Saurabh Paul.
হ্যালান্ডকে আমি মনে করি যে এই মুহূর্তে সে চোখে লাগছে খেলা দেখে বলেছে এবং গোয়েনের খেলায় কিছুটা মনে হয়েছে বাট স্টিল আমি বলবো যে আরেকটু দেখেন তারপরে এবং ডেফোর যেটা বললাম যে ডেফো কিন্তু লাস্ট গেমে 2টা চান্স ক্রিয়েট করছে একটা গোল অ্যাটেম্প করছে সো keep watching them hold সবাই
Okay. You really think Haaland was that attractive, Ashfaq? Do you think this is my question, of course? Yeah. You think Haaland was that good? Really attractive?
I would want to see at least 2 or 3 matches before calling him a must-have, not before.
By the time you think 2 or 3 matches, he scores 6 goals, then what happens, Ashfaq?
My replacement would at least score some goals, or it's a long season ahead. Six goals might not make a difference in the 38 game weeks. Maybe for 2 or 3 game weeks, but not in the 38 game weeks. I'm confident of that.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. Farhan, Parvez, over to you. This one is.
আমার কাছেও সেম মনে হচ্ছে যে এজে ক্রিস্টালের চাইতে ক্রিস্টালের যেরকম ইফেক্টিভ ছিল আর্সেনালে হয়তো বা তার মিনিট একটা ব্যাপার হতে পারে বাট সময় এটা আনসার দিয়ে দিবে আই ডোন্ট নো এক্স্যাক্টলি
Thanks, Parvez. Tawhid al-Aslam, walaikum assalam, brother. Walaikum assalam. And then captaincy option kaake dewa jay? Ashfaq?
If you own both Haaland and Salah, then Haaland. If you own either, pick either.
Okay, just a second. Then Ittikarul Alam is asking this one. Parvez?
No, brother. -4 এখানে কুদুস আমার খেলা ভালো লাগছে আই ক্যাচিং প্লেয়ার উইচ অলসো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে প্রথম গেমে কি এটা হইতেই পারে উইচ তার প্যারান্টিয়ারের টাচ ভালো সো ওডেগার্ডও আমার কাছে ভালো লাগছে আর্সেনালের
লম্বা আনসার হয়ে যাচ্ছে
রাইট সো আমি কুইজ আর উইজের ক্ষেত্রে থাকবো -4 নো সরি আশফাক
You see Saurabh Paul? You see the change? That's the change. That's the change. The guy who used to speak the most is now reminding others, don't speak so much. Okay, all right. Jawad Chaudhary is then asking these questions. Ashfaq?
Sells, better keeper.
Wow. Okay, Saurabh Paul is asking this one then. Parvez?
50-50.
Okay. Aqib Mujib, same sort of a similar one, but over to you, Ashfaq.
ফেল করার পরে চিন্তা করেন তার আগে চিন্তা করেন না Fail করলে at his price point, sky's the limit.
Okay. S.A. Elan is asking.
Okay, so আমি এখানে ভ্যান ডাইক, আয়াত নুরি or পেড্রো পোরো.
Is this the same S.A. Elan that we know?
Yeah. Top
Okay.
corner.
Okay. John Wick is asking this one. Over to you, Ashfaq.
Pedro Porro, because I believe he has the highest ceiling.
Okay. And Sifatul Alum Chaudhary is asking this question. Parvez, is this the Sifat, by the way? Is Sifat, this is the same person who won it?
I think
no,
so.
I don't think. He was one of the winners, but yeah. That was Muhammad Sifat, I think. No? The podcast guy?
ওনার নামও আসলে মোহাম্মদ সিফাত.
আমরা কোশ্চেনে যাই, আমরা
ওকে ওকে
আমি সান্ডারল্যান্ডের ডিফেন্সেই যাব, আমি সান্ডারল্যান্ডের ডিফেন্স খেলাতে যাব। ব্রাইটন ভার্সেস প্রেডিকশন আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এভারটন 1-1.
Okay. And then Akib Mujib, thank you very much for your very strong opinion about it. In the grand scheme of things, to be honest, it makes no difference for Manchester United. Yeah, it's just you're just a speck in then all the noise that's happening around United. I like it, although when you make comments like this, yeah, it just makes us, Ashfaq and myself, we kind of feel good about it because we feel like, you know, we still matter. Despite finishing 17th, 16th in the season, we still matter. We still matter. Yeah. Okay. Putik Ahmed is saying best concert replacement, Paris?
Ballard, Diouf, Gudmundsson, Højbjerg.
Okay. And then John Wick is asking, 500 টাকা giveaway কিভাবে win হবো আর last week কে win হয়েছে? Brother, we have the Google form over there in the comments. You can fill it up. This Google form will be removed once the podcast is over, so you still have the time to fill it up. Just go, click there, fill up the form, submit the players that we ask you, and then we will make the announcement in the next part. Last week's winner was Mr. Shamim Ahmed. Yeah, our first winner for Game Week 1. Okay. All right. Then Adnan Shajib is asking this one. Over to you, Ashfaq.
Pimpong is a sell, but not to Dorgu. I like Ayatul Nouri. Bowen to Watkins, I would not recommend this game.
All right. Sabit Jaman is asking, Parvez.
Anderson-এর মিনিট আমার মনে হয় না ইয়া হবে, বাট আসলে ডুগলাস খেলার পরে বুঝা যাবে, বাট আমাদের স্টিল মনে হয় যে হোল্ড অ্যান্ডারসন।
Okay. Okay. Then John Wick is asking this question. Ashfaq?
Give him one more week, then decide.
Okay. What happened to my thing? Okay, here it is. Parvez, Tazid Rahman is asking this one. Oh, we kind of have the similar sort of an opinion. Brentford's gonna relegate anyway. Parvez, Watkins won.
Might be good. যে কোনো Watkins ক্যাপ্টেন আমার কাছে মনে হয় ওকে যাইতে পারে ডিফারেন্সিয়াল হিসেবে।
Tazid, I already spoke about it, so it seems like you and I we had made the same assessment after watching the first game. But 38 game week, long time. Ashfaq?
Is it the sell?
Okay. Then this one from Shabir Ahmed Akash Bhai, Parvez.
যদি খেলার মতো নিয়ে থাকে তাহলে বেঞ্চ করেন, এক গেম পরে আবার ব্যাক করবে।
Okay. Okay, so the next few comments are about the Google from trouble people had with Access 9 and all that stuff. So sorry for that again. Then Tazid Rahman is asking, where is Said Bhai? Said Bhai
Said is ill with headache and fever.
Yes. He's down. He's under the weather.
So what I last week was not intentional.
I don't know why I find it very extremely hard to believe that one.
Moving on.
Ashfaq, no. Can you just tell me why I find it so extremely hard to believe what you said, that you were actually under the weather? I mean, you did come, that's not a problem. But when you say I was under the weather, I find it extremely difficult to believe. Moving on. Okay, I think the silence gave it away. Anyway, Hamidun Nain is asking, Parvez?
Oh, sorry. জোনাল আমাদের এই গেমিকে যাবে, এটা দেখার পরে ডিসাইড করব। আমি আসলে জোনাল ওইভাবে ফোকাস করিনি। আর গেমিক 1 ডাটা জোনাল এখনো ওইভাবে শো করবে না, কারণ হোম অ্যাওয়ে আসলে একটা হোম একটা অ্যাওয়ে হওয়ার পরে তখন
That's true. Thanks to everybody for sending. Oh, by the way, I just need to bring this guy's name. I know it's not a comment, but Nirja Chakraborty, well done, brother, for watching the most number of shows last season. You are, along with Potik Ahmed, was the most viewers. So if you continue to watch this show like you did last time, Nirja, you could win the 1,000 cash prize this time for being the most frequent participant. Yeah. So, or the most frequent or popular viewer. Let's just call it. Yeah. Top fan, we'll call it the top fan award. Yeah. Okay. But thanks, Nijor, for that. Yeah. Okay. Then Hamidun Nain is asking Watkins cap, Ashfaq?
No, too much of a differential at this point of the season.
Parvez, Frimpong to whom?
আগেও আমি বলছিলাম।
Question from Albul Shakir.
Van Dijk, Gabriel, Ayatollah, Pedro, Tarkowski.
Okay. Sajid Rahman is asking this one. Ashfaq?
If you have Poro, start him, but any other defender for Tottenham, do not start them. Chelsea, if you have Cucurella, start them. Any other defender, I would rather play the Burnley defender.
Okay. Ayan Utkarsh is then saying Etnuri. Okay, thanks, brother. Okay, Jhalak is back. Gulshaner manager Ashfaq Bhaiyer kaise question. Ashfaq, Gulshaner manager. Saif is Paramohlar manager. Over to you, Ashfaq.
Gulshano Paramohlar.
No, but Gulshan. It's all about Gulshan.
Bhai, give Joao Pedro one more week. I'm giving Joao Pedro one more week. I would advise you to do the same. Adding run to KDH, although KDH looks good, he has still not hit the ground running. So I don't think adding run to KDH is a priority transfer at the moment. So give it one more week, then decide.
Okay, Parvez. Bank has 1.5 million, so samne. Okay, go on, Parvez.
So আমার এখনো মনে হয় যে এখনো হ্যালান্ডে জাম্প করার মতন আসেনি সালা পালমার থেকে, বাট 1-2 গেমিকের মধ্যে এটা আরো বোঝা যাবে। সো ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ব্রেকের আগে যদি এরকম হয়, দেন সালা পালমার থেকে শুরু করে হ্যালান্ডে যাওয়ার সময় আসবে। সো টাইম এটা বলে দিবে।
Okay, then Sharafat Alam Chaudhary is asking this one. Over to you, Parvez. Ashfaq. Okay, Parvez.
Haaland, Captain Haaland.
Okay, Deepta Dhar, good to see you, brother, after a long time. Ashfaq.
No, give Ritz one more week.
Okay. Then Ayan Utkarsh, we just shared, I think, a couple of comments back. If you look up the comment that you made, we just few minutes above you, a few comments above yours. There's the podcast league comment. So if you haven't got it, I can share it again, and here it is, and then you can still fill it up. So there you go. Yeah, so no worries. Okay, Shomik Paul, good to see you, brother. Parvez, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, obviously Sunderland better team আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে। তারা প্রিমিয়ার লিগ ভালো করে মানে স্টে করার জন্য আসছে।
Good, I'm glad. Sunderland till I die. Okay. Ashik Ahmed Topon is asking this one. Ashfaq, sorry. Okay. Paim Hassan, Parvez.
টপ ওয়ান আমি দুজনকে খেলাইতে যাইতাম, বাট এই ক্ষেত্রে আমি আসলে ব্র্যান্ডার্সকে খেলাইতাম, আর ডিফেন্সে আমি ক্যাশকে খেলাইতাম।
আমি কুদুসে খেলাইতাম।
রাইট, আমি এর জন্য কনফিউজ এই দুই জায়গাতে। Obviously, কুদুস
Okay. তাজিদ রহমান is asking why bullying আশফাক ভাই? পারভেজ কেন বুলি করতেছিস তুই আশফাককে?
না না, আমি কখনো আশফাককে
পারভেজ আমায় কখনো বুলি করে না, এটা ইতিহাসে নাই। কে বুলি করে না করে এটা ভিউয়ার্সরা জানে। ভিউয়ার্সরা জানে।
I'm just the host. I'm not bullying anyone.
আমি তো আপনার কথা বলি নাই, ঠাকুর ঘরে খেয়ে আমি কলা খাই নাই সিচুয়েশন হয়ে গেছে।
হ্যাঁ, বাট এখানে তো আছি আমরা তিনজন। You both guys said I didn't do it. Then who's left?
সেটা ভিউয়ারদের কি একজন হইতে পারে না? হইতে পারে তো। আপনি ঠাকুর ঘরে কেন আমি কলা খাই নাই?
ওখানে আবার একটা ব্যাপার আছে।
ও আচ্ছা, ভিউয়াররাও এটা ভিউয়ার্স বুলি ইউ আশফাক।
আশফাক কিন্তু মাঝে মাঝে লুকিয়ে আসে আর কি ওই মেসেজটা। আমি আসলে আশফাকের ইয়াটা জানি যে আশফাক কিভাবে আসে, আর সাইফেরটা এখনো জানি না আসলে সাইফও এরকম ভাবে আসে না। সো সাইফটা আইডেন্টিফাই করতে হবে একদিন।
No, but like viewers also bully you, Ashfaq. That's sad to hear. Next time, just bring to my attention any viewers who's actually trying to make this sort of comments or trying to bully you. I will make sure that I give a very strong reply.
আগে বারো
যেটা কিছু লোকের মনোপলি আছে, অন্যরা করলে হবে না।
Over to you, Parvez.
নটিংহ্যাম সেলস আছে, মনিটে অ্যান্ডারসন আছে, নো দরকার নেই হোল্ড করে।
Over to you, Ashfaq.
Still early to tell. I like still early to tell, but I like Goodmanson from Leeds as a 4.4 million defender. But except for that, it's a wait and watch for me.
Next question to pass.
I think Tazid Rahman was just actually referring to Alam Sharia Jhalak, because his comment came in immediately after that Gulshaner manager Ashfaq Bhai. So I think he was referring to Jhalak actually. Why bullying Ashfaq Bhai? It is true. Okay, but Jhalak has the tendency to bully. He called he bullied Saif as well, and he said Para Mohalla, and then he's now calling you your manager, Gulshaner manager. Like, this is not good. Jhalak, next comment we shall not allow you to do so. Okay, this one we did it already, so there's no need to answer that. Shoaid is asking, Parvez, what do you think?
Yeah, আমার কাছে এখন খেলা দেখে মনে হয়েছে যে আমি লাস্ট উইকেও বলছিলাম যে রেঞ্জার্স সিটি সম্ভবত একটা ভালো পিক, মানে ভালো বাই হয়েছে। তো আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে ইয়েস।
Okay, Ashfaq, abar ABN Safwan bhai.
Big question, pass.
Oh yeah, sorry. Got 92 with triple captain though. Oh, well done, brother. Well done. And next time just send it beforehand, yeah, so that we can answer your one as well. Saurabh Paul is then asking this one, Ashfaq.
It's a comment. It's another suggestion that আপনাদের আলোচনার ভিতরে প্রিভিয়াস গেমের ফ্যান্টাসি পিকগুলো টিম ওয়াইজ আলোচনা করলেও বেটার হবে। I think he refers to if we do our review our own teams and discuss about them, right? This is what he means. So this is something that we used to do in previous years. Yes. But it seems that people are more interested in what we are planning onwards rather than what we have done before. Right. So that is why we have changed our content a bit, but be assured that is something that we used to do at once upon a time, but it seems that the interest is more on what we are planning and what our mindset is onwards in playing fantasy.
Yeah, rather than how we did and what we did and whom we picked and why we picked. True. Thanks, Saurabh Paul bhai, again for those two brilliant suggestions. Joyanta Devnath is asking, Parvez.
আমি দুইজনকে খেলাইতাম, বাট এই দুইজন ছাড়া আর কেউ নাই ভাই। বাট দুইজনের মধ্যে হলে আমি কুদুসকে খেলাইতাম।
And then here comes Gangs of Wasseypur. Go on, Ashfaq.
Reinders at 5.6 now, I believe. I think he is one of the best 5.6 midfielders you may have. I'm a bit concerned on his minutes, but otherwise I think he's one of the best picks you can have. Watkins cap is a no for me because it's too much of a differential at this point of the season.
Okay. Now this is an advertisement moment because based on this comment, Nadim bhai to biscuit ekla ekla খাচ্ছে না আমাদের বিস্কিট খাইতে বলতে পারতেন নেক্সট ফুট আলোচনা আমরাও খাবো and enjoy করব show. Okay, I'm just bringing this up. No, hold on, Ashfaq. This is an advertisement moment. It's sorry, here it is. Sorry. Here it is. It's called Julie's Sweet Chili Cheese Cream Crackers. Okay.
Entertaining.
So Fine Bhai, basically, the podcast costs a lot of money, and we are not getting paid for this or anything. So small advertisement or etc. is what we depend on. And Nadim Bhai, being the handsome host, because he has a model like it, or he used to do modeling at one point maybe, at one point and so on. That is why he has been chosen to eat and do stuff on screen by various sponsors. So that is something you might see throughout the season to fund our pod. Moving on.
You're the one who's getting stuck with my old history. And then you're telling me to move on. I moved on. You're the one who's lagging behind. Why bother? All right. Tawjil Hassan is asking whom to bench.
Steve. Ronaldo ke khelabe.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, brother. I really like that biscuit, to be honest. It's really good. Yeah. It's really good. Nadim bhai's wallet ekta vlog dekhte chai. Okay, I will show you one day. I'll show you one day. Hamimno 9. I'll show you. Yeah. Parvez has seen it also. Parvez has come to the house and he has seen it. My children drawing everywhere. I can give you a glimpse pic of what is it. It's like just a second. Just a second. You see this on the wall? See this? See this? My world map is completely torn apart. Yeah, that's
You see that the biggest country in there is France.
Ashfaq, get acquainted with your geography. Ashfaq, your geography is really poor. You're doing great, watching it all the way from Sweden since last season. Yeah, thanks, Zain Khan bhai. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Good to see you again. And then. Okay.
Thank you, Hamidun Nahin bhai. She fell asleep. She went to sleep early. Otherwise, usually I bring her onto the pod. But she has grown a bit as well. She has not gained much weight, but she has grown up a bit. I'll try to bring her up in the next pod because usually this is not the time she sleeps. But today she slept early, so there's that.
Okay, then Samin is asking, how's everyone doing? Had the worst time? Yeah, Samin. Yeah, as you mentioned yourself, long time to go. Easiest game week to roll. Yeah, I think a lot of managers are rolling this week. And then Sarapol, all okay, brother? Yes, all okay. This comment of yours and the opinions that you shared and the feedback that you gave, we have taken it very positively, yeah, very sportingly. So in case you felt differently, no, please don't. We haven't taken you in heart and we haven't felt bad. No, thank you. Yeah, you're talking about Ashfaq's blurry background. It is what it is. We can't change that. And I think it's not Ashfaq's blurry background, actually. It's because Ashfaq has made his background blurry. His face is very clear, but it's just that his background is blurry because he doesn't want to showcase his drawing room and in his dining room and everything. Yeah. And usually there's family members walking around, so he doesn't want to expose that as well. So you got to understand our limitations at the same time. Yeah. Exactly. But thanks again. Again, thanks. Yeah, there you go. But there's a problem with this one. Yeah, there's a problem with this one. Every time you move, the screen gets cracked. Yeah. It becomes there's a lot of pixel thing. So that's the problem why we didn't want to.
Because it's not a green screen or something like that. That is why it's happening.
Yeah, but again, no, don't apologize. Don't apologize, Saurabh. You made a perfect comment, and yeah, as a viewer, you are right. You have the right to say it, and as an audience, we also, as a host, we also have the right to say as to what the challenges we face. Yeah, so it's absolutely fair and honest opinion from both sides. Yeah,
And
there's
we expect
no hard feeling.
of this. And we
Yes.
expect more of this from you onwards. This is
Yeah,
this,
that's true.
because out of all the viewers that watches us, only a handful of people only provides us this kind of feedback so that we can improve ourselves. If you don't give us this feedback, so we won't be able to know what's wrong and what we can improve. So we definitely always encourage them to see in hindsight what we can do to do this thing better. So please
Okay.
keep them coming.
And then Alam Sharia Jhalak has taken things personally here, brother. Don't take things personally. Come on. Don't take things personally. This is just a joke. Oh God, what is wrong with people? Come on, get up. Come on, guys. Get your sense of humor back. This was just a joke. You didn't bully anybody. Nobody bullies anyone here.
Yeah.
Nobody bullies anyone here.
This is all Nazim Bhai's fault. Nazim has a tendency to bully people around him. That is why Pranay Bhai does not, come to the show anymore. We have begged him to come, but does not come to the show anymore. It's all because of him. So there's your secret. That is why you don't see Pranay Bhai anymore. So he has this tendency. Don't take it personally. So we are used to it. There are a lot of people who are not used to it. These are the perks of being a Neil Mope, Jordan Pickford, and France national team fan. So these are the perks. These are the perks of fan base of this.
Do not bring us to temptations, but deliver us from evil. Okay. No. Jhalak. No, brother. Don't take it to heart. It's just a joke. Come on. I was just fooling around. I was just trying to pull your leg. Come on. And yeah, by the way, do I look like a bully? Do I look like a bully? I don't look like a bully. If I look like a bully, I would not have survived this hosting for the last 5 years, right? I would have given up long time back. But anyway, and if I did hurt you, Jhalak, we are also sorry. Yeah, we are also sorry. But it was just a joke. It was just a joke. We are just having an interactive. It was referred to me, I know, but I just didn't want to take it myself, and then I just wanted to pass it to somebody else. Because Ashfaq bought again. This is where Ashfaq comes into the play again. He said, "It's not you. It could be the viewers." And then I saw like, viewer হিসেবে তো কিছুক্ষণ আগে ঝলক বলছে গুলশানের manager. So maybe Tajid Rahman is actually referring to that one. So it could be that one. So I just said that. Come on, brother. Don't take it to heart. No. You are more than welcome to make a comment and and keep things normal, and yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Take it in the fun spirit. Okay. All right. হাতটা খুব ইস্পিস করতেছে। ওকে। বদ্দা সেটি গেছে।
না, টেনশন নেওয়ার কিছু নাই। হোল্ড করেন, আর যদি নিষ্পিস করে নেক্সট উইকে আবার নিষ্পিস করবে। এটুকুন একটা অভ্যাস যদি তৈরি হয়ে যায়, তখন ওই যে চুলকানির মধ্যে যদি একবার চুলকানো যায়, ওটা কিন্তু চুলকাইতে থাকবে, ওটা কমবে না কিন্তু। পরের উইকে আবার এরকম একটা ইস্যু আসবে। তো আমার পার্সোনাল ওপিনিয়ন হলো এখানে হোল্ড করেন, কারণ অনেকগুলো ট্রান্সফার এখনো হইতে বাকি আছে। লাইক উইসা নিউক্যাসলে আসতে যাচ্ছে, ইসাক লিভারপুলে যাচ্ছে, এইরকম আরো কিছু ইন্টারেস্টিং ট্রান্সফার আরো কিন্তু 10 দিনের মতন আছে, 10-11 দিন আছে ট্রান্সফার উইন্ডো। তো ট্রান্সফার উইন্ডো পর্যন্ত আমি হোল্ড করার জন্য বলবো, দেন হাত নিষ্পিসাইলে তখন দেখা যাবে, বাট হোল্ড গোয়িং।
Okay, and then thanks Tanzil. Thanks, brother. I think this is it. Don't take it personal. It's everybody has the right to views, and everybody has the right to say everybody has a respectful, and in jokes sometimes people do get hurt, but it's okay. We are all families anyway. Yeah. Don't spoil your night with stupid talks from me calling you a bully or something like that. Yeah. Or don't take it to a heart if Ashfaq said, what rubbish pick have you taken? I mean, how dare you pick what do you call it, Caicedo as a player? And if Parvez said, like, what rubbish, what's wrong with you all guys going with all, y'all are all greedy, going with Haaland and Salah. Seriously, what is wrong with you all? Show me if you can play without Haaland and Salah, then come and try to beat me here. As if like Salah and Haaland can. I mean, it's okay. It's all fine. This. Don't get serious, guys. We are never serious. We are hardly any serious, I think there was only one moment when I became serious. In my 6 years, there was only one comment, and I think I was in Bangkok at that day, right? Ashfaq had to really literally come and stop me in the middle and mute me on the half the way because Ashfaq understood that today �নাদিম ভাই is going to explode, and then he had to really mute me and ask Parvez over there over WhatsApp like �নাদিম ভাইরে mute করেন, �নাদিম ভাইরে কথা বলতে দিন, and then he had to come and intervene and then had to talk, and because I was so furious with that comment. I think it was, I don't remember what the comment was, but it somehow hit my nerve differently, right? And I remember I was in Bangkok. Yeah. I was in Bangkok doing podcast that day, and then you had to intervene. Anyway, that's the only time I think I got annoyed by any of the comments that I ever came across. Otherwise, people make banters. Banters are fine. I mean, you can call me, I'm the most worst rubbish manager yet hosting a FPL show. Yeah, go ahead, man. Who cares? As if I brag about it. This is not my livelihood. Come on. Okay. There are more comments here. Ashfaq bhai, আসলে এখন অনেক সুন্দর লাগছে।
আমি মানুষটা সুন্দর ভাই, এই জন্য ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডটা সুন্দর লাগছে। আমি মানুষটা সুন্দর তো ভাই, এই জন্য ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডটা সুন্দর লাগছে স্যার। পরেরটাই জান।
Ashfaq, repeat again.
হ্যাঁ?
Play that in the replay mode. Keep playing it. আমি মানুষটা সুন্দর, তাই আমাকে খুব সুন্দর লাগছে। আমি মানুষটা সুন্দর, আমাকে তাই খুব
আপনি মানুষটা সুন্দর তো, হ্যাঁ। আপনি নিজে
No, you repeat that.
ভিউয়ার্সরা বলতেছে যে আপনি ফ্যান্টাসি। আপনি ফ্যান্টাসি, গেম না।
Okay. The best match of the game to be Newcastle United versus Liverpool. Yeah, I do agree. Could be. Yeah. আপনাদের মধ্যে কি 100 points পাইছেন?
50 এ ওঠে না কোনো মতো।
I went out on a nervous 49.
You mean
nervous 49 out
the one who is nothing forward, Farhad, playing that game,
Yeah, that guy. I'm speaking on his behalf. Every time okay, this is the rule, okay, Ashfaq. Let's just get this into your head. I don't know why these simple things don't get into your head so easily. You got to understand that the guy who's playing fantasy is not here. And he's asked me, he's given me full authority to speak on his behalf. Yeah. So when I'm saying that if I do this and I got this and I got this, you got to understand I'm speaking on his behalf. It's a very simple logic, Ashfaq. It's not very complicated. I recently get this AI advertisements. I don't know why. I don't know if you all are also getting, if you all are watching YouTube. You understand my English? You watch Netflix, this and that. There's ladies who come. So I'm also repeating that same advertisement to you, Ashfaq. Do you understand my English? Ashfaq?
Yeah.
He's decided to ignore me completely now. When the host is getting ignored, you can see this is called bullying. Yeah, this is really called bullying. Okay, minus hit now. কি আপনারা support করেন? Parvez?
No. Make at least.
Okay. Ashfaq, who's your captaincy? Ashfaq will never tell you. He'll give you a diplomatic answer.
কোয়েশ্চেনটা ওইটা না, কোয়েশ্চেনটা হচ্ছে নাদিম ভাই ক্যাপ্টেন্সি পিক কোন দিকে যাচ্ছে। তো তানজিলুর রহমান ভাই, নাদিম ভাই does not have any money in the bank. He has Frimpong injured, but I'm guessing that he can easily play Munoz there, so likely he won't do any transfers. So likely his captain will be Salah.
So when you talk about stocking someone's team,
no, I'm not talking about your team. I'm talking about some other guys' team.
Ashfaq হইলো একটা জিনিসে খুবই এক্সপার্ট।
No, I'm also saying when you talk about stocking someone's team, because you so eloquently spoke about somebody else's team. You know, it's just the evidence. Okay. I think I will ask this to become the next meme, to be honest, Parvez. This is a thing in around recorded at what hour? Just 1 second. Okay, 2 hours, 24 minutes onward. Just can you cut this? And I think we'll keep it and we'll make it as a sort of an anniversary gift for Ashfaq to hand it over to him that, you know, he wholeheartedly admitted when the thief unwillingly confesses his crime. Okay. This is a moment. This was a moment. Okay, cut this, please. Cut this. Content creators, cut it. Salman Nial, I don't have Haaland. Is it worthy to take him in minus it? I have to let go. Parvez, what do you think?
No, I don't think যে এখন এই মুহূর্তে আমি যেটা বললাম যে এখনই সময় আসেনি যে আসলে হ্যালান্ড বা ইয়াতে আমারও ঠিক এই গেমে একটা গোল একটা অ্যাসিস্ট করলে ঠিক ওই রিগ্রেট ফিল হবে যে কেন আমি গেলাম আর হ্যালান্ড যদি ব্ল্যাঙ্ক করে দেয়। সো এখনো ওই সময়টা আসেনি, যদি আরো তবে হ্যালান্ডকে খুবই লাইভলি মনে হয়েছে, বাট স্টিল এটা গেমিং 1 আরো 1 থেকে 2 গেম, গেমিং 3 পরে ডিসাইড করেন যে আসলে জাম্প করবো কোন জায়গায়। সো এক গেমিংকে টাটাতে আসলে এত ওয়ারিড হওয়ার কিছু নেই।
6টা গোল দিয়ে দিতে পারে ভাই এর মধ্যে, কিন্তু পারভেজ কিন্তু ওর টিমে কিন্তু
2টা বা আশফাক যেমন বললো যে মেনশন করছিল যে 2টা বা 3টা গোলে আসলে এটা পুরো সিজনের জন্য এফেক্ট করবে না, 2-3 গেমিংয়ের মধ্যে এটা তেমন একটা এফেক্ট আসবে না এভারেজ।
वो तो सुखदेव भी बता सकता है,
রাইট। কিন্তু যদি হ্যাট্রিক করে যদি 20-25 পয়েন্ট দেয় সেই ক্ষেত্রে হবে, বাট এটা খুবই রেয়ার হইতেও পারে, এটা না হওয়ারও এমন কিছু না যে হবে না, আর 3-4 গুলো দিয়ে দিতে পারে।
I wish I was McMahon. Yeah, I wish I was wrestling McMahon. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not. Okay, who has opinion about this? I have zero opinion about this.
No.
This is the last comment. Okay.
আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে আসলে ট্রিপল ক্যাপ্টেন বা এই ধরনের এখন খেলার সময় আসেনি। ও এটা হয়তোবা অনেকের লাগে যায়, লাস্ট উইকে যেমন বালাটকে অনেকে ট্রিপল ক্যাপ্টেন দিয়ে রাখছিল, 4 জন ম্যানেজার, জানি না তারা অনেকে অল অ্যাভেলেবল একটা করছিল যে তারা 4 জন ম্যানেজার টাইম মেশিনে যায় দেখে আসছে যে বালাট এখানে স্কোর করছে। সো এই ধরনের 4 জন ম্যানেজার বালাটকে ট্রিপল ক্যাপ্টেন দিয়েছে। সো সবসময় এটা হবে না। এটা আমার মনে হয় যে এই মুহূর্তে স্টিল এখন আরো দেখার সময় আছে, ট্রিপল ক্যাপ্টেন খেলার জায়গা অনেক গেম উইক আছে, আরো গেম উইক আছে, আমরা হয়তো চিপ স্ট্র্যাটেজি নিয়েও এরকম একটা সামনের দিকে নিয়ে বাট স্টিল নট, আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে সালা বা পালমার ট্রিপল ক্যাপ্টেন দেওয়া।
Okay. All right, thanks audience, thank you so much for joining this week. I hope it was a good show and we kind of answered all the questions and we finished it before 2.5 hours, including your question and answers. Thanks Ashfaq for joining again. Thanks for stalking on my team. Thanks Parvez for all the content. Thanks all the content creators who are working behind the scene to do all the support that you're providing. Really appreciate all the work that you do. You know who you are. I don't need to thank you individually here in the show, but yeah, I obviously need to thank you loudly and clearly for all the support that you give. Thanks Sai for unfortunately for not being able to join, but still being part of the show. And yeah, from tonight we'll be having the zonal, so zonal will be out tonight. I'll have to do the recording right now with the zonal weakness, so do give it a watch. It will be nice and fun. From next week Bethany will be joining. She's currently on leave, so yeah, she's not joining this week, but until then I hope you have filled up your form and you're ready for the Game Week 2 podcast. It's really, it's a goodbye from me.
Take care. Have a great game week.